Hello, everybody. Maybe we'll be having another person join us, but traffic is the true enemy tonight. But yeah, announcements before we begin. I mentioned last Wednesday that I'm slowly getting burnt out on D&D, just constant D&D, only D&D, so maybe looking into running other games on the channel. Another, you know, still working on the specifics for that, though. Yeah.
If you don't mind me cutting in, Lex, I feel like you and me specifically would fucking ride hard with Morkborg.
Morkborg's great. I've run a one shot for some people I know in real life, and everybody liked it. It's also extremely easy to learn. It's also very much based in the OSR term style of game. It's very deadly, so to say, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, looking at other stuff to do, other games that aren't just I roll to hit, I hit, here's my damage. Yes, I roll to hit, here's my damage, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Just to explore other stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Obviously, this slot will stay as it is, but maybe looking to do other stuff. Maybe the last Wednesday of every month we'll switch it up, or Thursdays will come back. Who knows? It's all up in the air.
One shot Wednesdays.
No. Prepping for one shots is tired. Nope, prepping for one shots is fucking exhausting. Because you have to have a nice contained session that finishes. Anyways, that's
unless it's a Morkborg one shot.
Yeah. But yeah, you know.
Then you just have to survive the time slot.
Just looking at stuff to do. Yeah. So stay tuned with that, I guess. Kate, what do you got?
Hey, I got some shops that you could support this holiday season. I am adding a few more new designs from requests onto my Redbubble and Etsy shop at Bad Dice Co. So go ahead and check those out. I will let you know when they're posted. There is a new design on my Redbubble. It is it's a inside joke from work, but I feel a lot of people can relate to it. It's a sticker that says "Thanks for the fucking update." When you want to be passive aggressive about your managers not giving you the information you need to do your job.
Yep, that. Yeah.
So go check it out. You can get it on all kinds of apparel, notebooks, phone cases, stickers soon to be released because I have to do a little bit more editing on the actual sticker. But go check it out. I think it came out great.
Perfect. Do it. All right. Let's get down to business.
To defeat
the
Huns.
All right. So, last we left off. Bear with me here. The others who aren't here. The ritual to send Antyr and you all to the distant past to take part in a trial for the Lay Guardians failed due to interference from some outside source, and the voice of Guardian Pashan spoke out while the ritual was failing. In the place you had seen prior, the city of Embers erupting into chaos, the streets packed with refugees, as the sky outside the city exploded with color, and a large mint green glowing moon hung in the sky, vastly different than the moon you're all used to. There was a flash of light. An explosion sounded in the minds of Antyr, Lionel, and Grin, as the three of them were separated from the others and landed in a tall glade of mint green grass surrounded by an autumnal forest with a tower on the horizon. This place was quickly recognized as the Feywild by both Grin and Antyr, and they worried where the others had ended up. After discussions, they made their way towards the tower, with strange time skips, making it appear like they teleported towards the tree line of the forest, with no memories of the walk to reach it. After following an orange brick road through the forest, the party met with a large, grinning cat who appeared out of nothingness, slowly fading into existence. It introduced itself as Grimel, and spoke in quite the mischievous manner, and mentioned that the path ahead would open to a sound in thrice. After meeting Grimel, the trio arrived at the tower, and saw it to be surrounded by a moat of what appeared to be boiling hot chocolate. A collection box sat nearby demanding sweets, and after paying the toll with a golden apple, plucked earlier in the forest, The trio crossed the drawbridge and entered the tower, after each of them knocked on the door once, confirming that the way would open to the sound in thrice. Inside
Question.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. That cat.
Yeah.
I wrote down grim mold, like phonetically.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Grimal. Grimal.
Oh, without a D sound. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Inspired by the name Grimalkin, who is a cat to a witch in a fairy tale, I think. Anyways, inside the tower was an immediate dead end filled with closet doors, and 3 doors manifested with the names of Antyr, Grin, and Lionel. Each of these doors contained rooms seemingly garnered to the individual. Antyr's room seemed to be lifted from some sort of studious chamber decorated with objects from the Astral Sea. Grin's room appeared to be a grotesque-looking kitchen with every implement made from skin, teeth, and bone, while Lionel's chamber seemed to reflect a child's nursery overlooking a vineyard and a vast ocean. Keys were collected from these rooms, as well as an apron that says "Kiss the Chef," made from human skin and hair. And a new door was opened, revealing a large library-like chamber filled with cats and empty bookshelves, including a well in the center of the room filled with mint green water. As the trio entered the chamber, the room slowly manifested memories from their past, and each of the trio, curious what would occur, reached into the empty shelves and conjured books of their own memories up until this very point. Upon discovering this, a black cat walked over to the party and transformed into a beautiful dark-haired woman and introduced herself as Igwilv the Witch Queen. She explained that her mother attempted to bring the whole party here into the Dreaming, a domain of delight within the Feywild, to show them the secrets Guardian Pashan was keeping from them in regards to the Grand Restoration and the Fey machinations occurring within the Umbral Court and other involved parties. Secrets. She reassured them that the others were rendered unconscious from the failed ritual but were safe in the basement of Antyr's tower. She said if they wished to see the truth, they simply would need to drink from the well, and the trio obliged. Upon drinking from the well, they woke up on the back of a gigantic whale-like beast with deep purple skin and spines the size of mountains growing out of its back. The beast...
Size of mountains.
I described it like a whale-like beast. It's more like a mosasaur, but like infinitely long. The beast was seemingly infinite in length and was controlled by what appeared to be Dusk Reaper Aelinor using the original Lumen Spire. This beast was flying through an explosion of colors and ley lines, revealed to be the destruction of Del Nasra, due to the ley lines pulling the shattered black moon of Tyne into the world and destroying it. The surging ley lines and raging magic in this explosion was seen to be reforming parts of Del Nasra, and this beast was consuming the raw errant magic. As this beast flew through the exploding magic, the trio saw that various cities seemed to have survived the destruction and were encased in mint green domes of magic, similar to the dome currently encasing the City of Embers. And each city had multicolored crystals embedded into their foundations. As they took this all in, the beast spawned 3 eggs out of its back, which hatched and produced 3 bipedal young that attacked and seemed to be able to consume magic, counterspelling Grin's darkness and consuming the magical essence that Grin called upon and healing itself in the process.
Yeah, not fun.
The young were defeated in a very strange combat that was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, like I said, not fun, but it was fun.
Unicorns were conjured into existence from wild... It was so good. The young were defeated, and after this beast consumed all of the raging, flaring ley line manifestations, a new moon seemed to form in the sky, a large mint-green glowing moon, and the vision ended. After discussions with Igwilv and the projected consciousness of Baba Yaga from her Lumen Spire, they explained that this beast was called Arcane's Bane in the common tongue, and was created during an ancient civil war among the Seelie Court by the previous Summer Queen Velestria. She unleashed the beast to consume the Feywild and the ley lines to end the war for good, after discovering her husband was a spy for the Unseelie Court, and he was called Velcaris Velterigine, aka Pipshin. As the war came to a close, Velestria was slain, bound to her Lumen Spire, and a group of unnamed archfae sealed Arcane's bane somewhere in another plane of existence, its prison bound to the ley lines and the lifeblood of the leader of the Ley Guardians. Igwilf and Baba Yaga believe that Duskreeper Aelinor, this is a big recap, learned the truth of Arcane's bane and sought this Lumen Spire to control the beast, and believe that he is seeking to end Guardian Pashan to open the beast's prison, and assumed that this was the reason Pashan was so eager to get Antyr to join the Order, to transition them into a position of power and make Antyr the key to Arcane Bane's prison.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that, Kate?
What have you done to my sweet summer child?
They may have learned some shit when they took over the Order without questioning things. It was with this that Igwilf and Baba Yaga suggested the only way to survive this threat was to form a truce between the Seelie and Unseelie courts. However, mentioning that it may be a bit of a struggle to bring that up with the group due to a certain member being strongly aligned with the Seelie court in your party. One Hopper. The trio.
I'm sorry, I'm the entire conflict.
It's fine. It's fine. It's great. The trio decided they needed more information in regards to what was going on, specifically with Guardian Pashan and their lack of knowledge regarding certain members of their order being dead or not, and some weird things that weren't lining up, and were instead sent back to the children's hideout after Guardian Pashan sent the children to... Oh, that was this previous session. Never mind. And were instead sent back to the children's hideout within the Port Craig sewers, and not back to Guardian Pashan. Upon returning, the trio saw that Igwilf had also returned the other members of the party to these sewers, who slowly began to wake up after being knocked unconscious with no idea what had just transpired for the other three, and that no time had also passed since entering Antyr's tower. So, as Grin, Lionel, and Antyr returned from your brief sojourn into the dreaming, you're standing once more in the sewer hideout under Port Craig. Lying in a corner nearby, you can see Torger, Vonkar, Doe, and Hopper, slowly stirring and waking up after being knocked unconscious by the failed ritual in Antyr's tower. Those of you coming to consciousness, you look around and see that you're back in the sewer hideout, and you can see Antyr, Lionel, and Grin standing nearby.
Question.
Answer, perhaps.
Am I still wearing the apron? The Kiss the Cook apron. Is it material?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, just missed the recap.
Just missed the recap.
I'll take it.
Do it again.
It's also on the no doc if you need to look at it later.
Yeah.
Cool. Please do.
Just the essence is secrets, machinations, manipulating, kaiju, space whale.
Igwilf.
Nice.
Egg whale of Baba Yaga. Fake
Nice.
shit.
Cool.
Alright, I will reread the...
Also, Kenna's shifty.
Canada may be shifty.
We
Okay.
knew that already.
When have they ever been shifty? I just want to ask.
We knew that
I
was
mean-
last campaign. No surprises here.
I mean,
Indrak.
there's some
Yeah.
stuff. But I will
they drunk?
reread the couple of minutes that Sam
No, their
just...
brother was.
The couple seconds that Sam just missed. Once I find Garrett's face.
Hello, I'm here to be a problem and mess up where everyone's faces are.
Hello, I'm Garrett's face.
Okay. Yeah, last week was a session. I really like running sessions for just two people. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, so yes,
Small groups are fun.
small groups are fun. All right. As the three of you, Antyr, Lionel, Grin, return from your brief sojourn into the Dreaming, this domain of delight within the Feywild where Fey creatures go when they trance or sleep, if they're in the material plane. Very similar to the Emerald Dream in Warcraft lore. You are standing once more in the sewer hideout under Port Craig after being teleported back here by Igwilf after not exactly trusting Guardian Pashan a little too much in regards to certain things. Lying in a corner nearby, the three of you see Torger, Vonkar, Doe, and Hopper slowly stirring and waking up after being knocked unconscious by the failed ritual in Antyr's tower with no knowledge of the events that the three of you have just experienced. Those of you coming to consciousness, you look around and see that you're back in the sewer hideout. and can see Antyr, Lionel, and Grin standing nearby.
You would also see that Grin is wearing an apron that says "Kiss the Cook," and it's made out of flesh. And where it says "Kiss the Cook," there are literal sewn lips.
Amazing.
And yeah, that's where we are.
Good morning.
Shit, Antyr.
What? Yes. What? Where are we?
Do you feel rested?
Do I feel rested?
Ah,
Yeah, you feel rested. None of your abilities that you
think-
used in the dreaming were used up.
I feel fine.
yeah, I'm rested too.
What do we? Shit. The others. What do we say? What? Shit.
I don't know, the truth? I
Yes.
mean, that's usually the safest bet.
You can see them stirring in the corner, and Vonkar said, "Good morning."
Oh, good morning, Vonkar.
Hey, Vonkar.
Hello.
Hey, so, what's the last thing you remember, Vonkar?
Going to bed last night, I believe.
You don't remember heading into the doorway?
Do I?
If you don't, you don't.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, so, late last night, we had that conversation with, Pashan, and,
Actually, it was this morning.
right, yeah. Anyway, Antyr, you better take over.
Okay. All right. So it's quite a bit. Well, how do I put this?
Bluntly, I'd hope.
Yeah,
Right.
to start from the beginning.
From the beginning, we follow Pushan through, to the towers. Do you remember? You recall all that, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Pashan was going to do a ritual to initiate me into this guardian role for the ley
Yeah.
lines, right?
Yeah.
Well,
As-
go ahead, Hopper. All questions are
I was just going to comment, as part of your rent payments.
right. We'll get to that. We went in, but something went wrong. Myself, Grin, and Lionel witnessed things, and we
I
were
just put Lionel's hand down real quick.
we
Lionel waits
were
up and then put it down.
we were shown visions of what I imagine could come to pass. I think.
Like when we saw the Asayu in that pyramid in the lake.
Sort of, but
It was
don't-
different.
yeah, it was. Anyway, we ended up having a chat with what was her name? Igwil.
Igwil.
Yeah, the Witch Queen.
Yeah. Well,
The one
not
we've-
the, not the, not as yeah, I guess so.
You spoke with the Queen of the Unseelie Court.
No.
Wait,
No, I don't. It was one of Baba Yaga's daughters, and she's like bumps with
Well, if Baba
grass.
Yaga is dead, then obviously her
she's-
daughters inherit her titles and her court.
well, right. But technically, she's not dead.
Yeah, Hopper, you'd recall that you guys have Baba Yaga's.
We have
Luminous
the
Fire.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I use dead as a
Oh, okay.
right.
loose
Bodies
definition of
not.
dead.
I
yeah.
mean,
No
body's
longer
gone.
corporeal.
Yeah, you got a soul, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Still
of
dead.
course. I have a soul.
Oh, yep.
Anyway, things got messy. We
Good messy or bad messy?
I don't know. It was weird because, like, you know, I mean, we've all got the lowdown on Grast, right? You guys remember Grast? We got the lowdown on him when he blew up the straw people, the scarecrows, the scarecrow
Yeah.
thing.
It's a demon.
I mean, I
twist.
was a little out of it that I wasn't feeling myself that
Oh
day, but-
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
that's true. Yes.
But,
But
yeah, I was present.
yeah, we got the lowdown on Grast from that, and this Igor, they are known to be on again, off again, like bump ugly partners with Grast,
Oh,
but they seem really nice. I don't
They-
know. They
yes,
seem
they-
really nice.
you know, don't judge people by their ill-advised romantic pursuits. You know,
I
everyone has
mean-
their baggage.
Yeah.
She seemed insistent. We encountered what is referred to as an arcane bane, which is a massive. Oh, what's the best way to equate this?
Space
That's like
whale?
Massive.
It's
Yes.
like it's like a space
Big old
whale.
whale
Yeah.
that was
I'll
swimming
post
through
a picture of it again.
what I imagined to be what appeared like the Astral Sea, but it was consuming bubbles. You remember the City of Embers? It has that green bubble, right? It was consuming those others like that. And it could hatch little baby versions of itself that were by
It wasn't consuming the
quadrupedal.
bubbles. The bubbles seemed to be some sort of protection. It was consuming the ley lines and exploding magic that the cities were being protected from.
Yeah.
Which
That's
you
right,
which
that's
was
right.
basically told you this is the Grand Restoration.
Yeah.
That was foretold.
So that was
essentially.
sorry. So
There's a lot.
like we saw a blip of the Grand Restoration, I imagine. Anyway, the decision was made that I did not feel comfortable being put in a role that I couldn't even be blamed for. It's not my fault that I stumbled upon that tower and I was using it to make sure that it didn't die, to try to find a way to get back to my home.
No, of course you must survive.
No, right.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's you're living there. No one was using it.
Hey, you don't have to rationalize it to us.
Right, but it all puts into the reasoning of why we made the choice. Part of the reason why we made the choice to not return to Bashan.
I thought it was just because they were shifty with the details.
They were, but they were also trying to force me to be something that I did not want to. I did not know I was signing up to be.
Yes, of course. Be your own person.
Had they asked if I wanted some immense power to wield, maybe I would have said yes, but they didn't ask. They
Yeah,
just
it was monkey paw type thing.
right. So anyway, we made the choice to return back to here and continue the pursuit of what we were doing initially.
The
Before.
masquerade.
Yes, we are going to disrupt and acquire the sword and disrupt whatever shenanigans might be happening. We have a feeling that
And if I recall, it's 4 days until the masquerade.
if time isn't, hopefully it's not messy.
Let me check.
Oh, okay.
Are you
I
going
was-
to let us know, Lionel?
Oh yes.
I think we should stick to the plan. I believe Lionel, Torger, and I are gonna do a. We're not gonna be in the masquerade proper. We're gonna be scooting around the back end, seeing if we can locate some information on the outskirts.
Oh, jeez. So leave the rest of us rubbing elbows and being party guests.
Yes.
Yeah, the charming selves.
That means costumes and invitations would need to be required before it happens in 4 days.
You guys don't need invitations. I'm pretty sure I stand out too much. And I would
if we
be
could-
recognized because they do know about us and they do know we're coming.
Well, if we could get a copy of one invitation from someone, I could possibly make a replica that had all of our names or pseudonyms on it. I may not be very practiced in it, but I can at least make a kit to replicate them.
That sounds like a really good idea.
I could assist you tomorrow if we take some time. I do want to do. Remind me. I don't remember if Antyr did it. Did Antyr? Yeah, Antyr did reach out to the kids, right?
Yeah, and they told you they got to the tower safe, and the conversation ended with George saying, "Oh, and you never responded to the "oh, and."
That's right. Yeah, I didn't care enough.
I mean, that's yeah, and I remember you explicitly didn't mention that to anyone
Nope.
else. Yeah.
Nope.
Saying, yeah,
Nope.
say- yeah.
Well, it'll bite us in the
But
ass
they
later.
said they were in the tower, and then yeah, George he got his last words were "oh, and then nothing." But but Kenna did safely bring them to Arthur Wardweave's tower.
So we know that, I mean, like, we have an inclination that, just to establish, like, we have an inclination that Kenna isn't a bad person. Ish.
Just hiding
But-
certain truths.
But there is a thing where our well-being might not be considered.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out the best ways to circumvent
And, yeah,
some things.
Learn that the Grand Restoration means the destruction of the world, and then it gets renewed when in the ensuing exploding, flaring magic that's been occurring for the last 6 years. So it's all building up to some sort of crescendo, is what it looked like. And that certain cities were safe in bubbles, and they all looked like capital-like cities. And you do recall that Ley Guardians were sending Cathadium crystals worldwide, and the city's foundations were embedded with colorful crystals that were floating in space. So
Okay.
someone knows something.
Yeah, so there seems to be knowledge of what's potentially to come.
Yeah.
With the anticipation that potentially this can't be stopped, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do
think
keep
that's-
hearing the Grand Restoration is inevitable.
But I think it's more of a concern of who's on top when this comes to be.
Nobody.
Me.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want to make sure nobody's on top.
Me.
So we try to keep things. I don't know.
Well, if nobody's on top, then the majority of the people are on top. If you get what I mean.
Or it's just chaos to fight for the lead at the very end.
Well, if you give like control to the minority, then like the majority don't.
Well, who's going to be the minority in this situation?
The people.
People.
So we give the control to the people.
Yes.
I don't know how to do it
Uprising,
other than
revolt.
not sure all the assholes
Eat
that
the
are trying to
rich.
take control.
Eat the rich. Eat the
Lionel,
rich.
you are the witch.
Not anymore.
It's very true.
That's
That
very
is very true.
Well, unless we go back to my home and somehow convince my family that I'm their lost ancestor. Stuck
And
inside
then you'll
of a
be
teddy bear.
rethinking this whole.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. He's
So
got,
difficult,
he's
though.
got expensive taste.
But think, I could distribute all of that wealth to all of you.
But the real question is, are you going to hold yourself to that commitment once you do
Yeah,
have your
I
wealth
don't know about
regained?
that.
Of course.
Insight
Of
check.
course.
Yeah, go for it.
Of course.
+0.
All right.
6.
10.
Deception was an 8 plus 7.
Ah!
Damn.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
he would distribute. he would distribute. For sure. Lionel, stand up.
I am.
He's been stand up so far.
All right. So,
Good standing citizen.
what is the plan? We move through these sewers undetected, and then get into the city above. What do we do? There is there is the warehouse we know about that has all of those documents, and where the Navy's been working with the Umbral Knights, to be assumed. We know the name of the Marquis now. So
yeah, I doubt these kids navigated these sewers without a map of like the sewers and the.
And they did barricade this
town.
door. He gestures towards the door. They did barricade this door.
Yeah.
From the thing that eats children in the tunnels and
yeah
projects thoughts in their mind.
So I think first thing we do is look around to see if they left their map anywhere, because sewers, they're kind of a maze. I mean, we knew it when we got in here. There was like so many offshoots, and it was lucky that we had all them kids with us
Yes.
who got us here.
I really hope the map is not on their person right now.
I mean, they gotta have one like on the wall around here somewhere. And he starts looking around.
No.
But is it possible if we could find some parchment in decent shape, we could create our own map as we traverse the sewers?
Yes, that is how maps are made.
Anybody good with maps?
Vonkar.
I don't think
yeah.
holding on to maps is different than being good with maps.
If we need the tools, I can craft them if someone is proficient in them.
I can use them.
I'm proficient in thieves' tools and brewer's supplies.
And I have some too.
Oh.
Excellent.
Vonkar pulls out just a full set of cartographer's tools that he's had in his bag.
Oh, nice.
Vonkar, you are on map duty.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
so
if things
maybe
get
that's the first
sideways,
thing-
maybe fight as well.
Yes.
So, I know we've got 4 days. And I know not everybody is keen on staying down in these sewers.
Of course
but,
not.
But, I think this first day, we should spend it exploring these sewers and mapping them out. If we can't find a map, we gotta map them out ourselves. These sewers will be a great getaway. They'll be a great entry point. They'll be really good at getting around the city. And we should kind of map them out, right?
Of course, and sometime we should check out that demi-plane in the pool outside that led to that tower you saw. That could be interesting at some point.
We just did that.
No.
We did that just last
Yeah,
night.
but you said there was a bunch of shadowy doors in there that you didn't go through. That's not what you guys did.
Yeah.
No. Kenna teleported you all to Antyr's tower. You went through an archway. The demi-plane in the pool outside this chamber is something completely different.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I thought we went back through it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Grin went through it to see what was inside and saw a bunch of weird stained glass and shadowy doorways, and then came back out.
Holy shit!
And then we went to a
my
totally
brain's
different
fucking
tower.
broken right now because I thought the whole thing yesterday was because we went back through it and it happened to be like line up with like this other shit.
No.
That's just something completely else. Back
Jesus. There. Okay. Wow.
That's something completely different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, what if we do this? Here's a game plan. Today. What time is it?
Oh, it's probably the same time as when we all wake up.
Probably 7, 8.
Early morning, perfect. We spend this day acquiring.
It's a shame nobody has a keen mind.
Well, it's a little mean. We spend the day to acquire the necessary items that we'll need for the masquerade.
Costumes, yes.
Invitations, we get those acquired.
I assume expensive costumes as well. They just wouldn't let anyone waltz up with shabby attire. Antyr?
I agree with you. I hope that wasn't pointed at me.
No,
I'm
of
the one
course
who's
not.
dressed the most ostentatiously out of everyone.
Look
here.
at my collar. He has like Lionel has a very much the Shakespearean like ruffled.
Yeah. He's got a full ruff.
He does. And a patchwork trench coat.
Could I possibly recommend we split into 2 groups?
I thought you
We
said
have-
spit. Excuse
I
me.
definitely said spit, and I meant split.
I knew you did.
I have not been sleeping, therefore my enunciation has not been all the way there sometimes.
I
We're just,
thought I
we're
was
just
maybe
the,
I just-
for anybody tuning in, we're just kind of the group that calls each other out all the time. So just
Sorry,
get
I didn't
used
mean
to
to
it.
call you out. I was confused.
Yes.
I was like, wait.
Yeah. So Justin, I'm gonna step away from the group for a bit. Lex is really pissing me off, so
Okay, fair
I'm gonna
enough.
dip until
Oh.
the new year.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't.
Bye.
I don't blame you. All right.
So we split the group into 2 teams. Perhaps today, one team is mapping out the sewers, while the stealthy people break into a home or perhaps something else and steal an invitation. Day 2, we have a group creating the fake invitations, and group 2 either continues mapping or goes up to get supplies for wardrobe and wear in costume, and we go from there.
Shouldn't we all be together for the mapping process just to ensure no one gets lost?
Plus, also, there's like a thing
Yes.
that hunted
Children eating
kids
things.
down
Yes,
here.
George did
Yes.
mention the thing that stalks these tunnels that eats the children.
Why don't
Yeah,
we do
maybe we
this?
should-
But we are
They
not
should do a
judging.
half day type thing.
Right. Yes, that's a good point,
All
Vonkar.
right, let's clear out the sewers.
Yes.
Also,
let's
just
do-
like
Hunt this thing down and kill it.
real quick, can we refresh my memory? I'm not opposed to sleeping in the sewers at all. You know, it's a fun experience. But just, is there a reason we don't just go up above and just like get a room in it in?
Because they know
They
what
are
we
not-
look like.
They know
They know what we look like.
They're looking for us.
We also did
But
discover
they are
that,
not going-
but that note
they're-
we discovered said the
Yes.
Marquis was told not to arrest us or harm us on sight to allow us into the city free will. But if we were to go anywhere
Not
near
to
the
go onto
port
his properties.
or disturb the tower, we would be killed.
That's right.
And we disturbed the
Valid.
tower.
All right. Okay. Well, let's
But
map
they
out the
do not
tunnels so
know
we have
that was
these.
us.
Yeah, we have the
Uh.
tunnels mapped out, and then we'll go get
So we're gonna need
supplies.
disguises at that masquerade then too. Well, that's
Absolutely.
masquerade, of course.
No,
we will.
absolutely. my
That's
good
a
lord.
disguise. This is part of
That
the
is a
costume. That's
given.
of course. Yes.
And you'll have to be able to schmooze and
We're just gonna have to make sure that the right. So we'll have to make sure we get like real good masquerade masks, not like the cop out ones that just like
Yes.
only cover your eyes. Like that's not covering.
may have
that's
to
not
may have to
disguising
spend a pretty penny on them.
anyone. I've got a good bit of money here.
They would. I will say, in my mind, I don't think a disguise kit rolls would cover this. Money would need to be spent on such an occasion.
You're astute of you.
Well, let's
Yes.
let's
But
That's
just
we
also the
have
DM just
money.
being nice and saying,
Yeah.
disguise kit might not. It'd be a really high DC for a disguise kit.
tunnel purging first.
Yes,
Kill whatever monster this is.
that's what we used to call it when you take too many laxatives on Dawnbreak Cove. Tunnel purging.
Well, vile. Very. I'm glad it has been centuries since you've been
Literally.
around.
Clearly the best generation.
Antyr, are you sure you'll be okay down here? This place is messing with your complexion and your hair. I can see detritus floating between the strands of hair.
Floating? Why is it floating?
I don't know.
Vonkar, can I borrow
you can see
the...
Lionel like lower his paw when someone mentions, why is it floating? I don't
Vonkar, can I
know.
borrow the sleeping hammock tonight?
Oh, yeah, go
if
ahead,
we have
sure.
to sleep in, thank you.
Ah, you have no sense of adventure.
Sleeping on the ground is not adventurous.
Oh,
It's
of course it
disgusting.
is.
Well, adventures are disgusting.
Yes, absolutely.
You can be very clean and be very adventurous.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Well,
I love that.
All right, so the door that leads out of this chamber that George told you about, it's barricaded from the inside with like bags of like flour and just random shit, because this door opens inward, and they don't want whatever it is stuck in the tunnels to get in here and gobble up all the kids while they're sleeping. And George did mention that a few of the kids did get eaten by this thing. It's always the J-named children who were consumed by the beast or the
Jimmy,
other
Johnny,
monsters that live
Julian.
nearby. Yeah. If you got it, if you got a
With a
J,
J.
if you have a,
Justin.
yeah, if you have a J name, you're gonna have a rough time in these sewers, apparently.
Janet.
Dead.
All right.
That is a doornail.
Oh, yeah. Antyr, haven't you ever heard the saying, adventures are supposed to be nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things that make you late for dinner?
Yes, of course.
No.
Bah.
I'm sure some
Hey,
half.
Brittany.
I'm pretty sure some halfling at some point, some famous halfling at one point said that.
Probably.
Yeah. A common accompaniment to that is you make your own dinner.
All right, the
It's a
door.
metaphor. Soak it in.
I'm just quoting The Hobbit, the movie.
Yeah.
Figure.
Yeah.
Is that why you are wearing a Kiss the Cook apron? Are you the
Oh.
official cook?
Yeah, I
I've been
mean,
meaning to ask you about it.
I'm trying. I find an interest in it. I mean, not everybody likes what I make, but I mean, like, I'm just doing it because, no one else has done it yet, and I think it's kind of fun.
Where did you pick up that apron?
Oh, well, I thought we just said
That was
we
all
went
in
through
the-
like a whole like dream world thing. Antyr, me, and Lionel went through like a whole dream world thing. Fought on the back of a giant like whale.
You found it on
spirit
the
thing.
back of a whale?
No, there was like this whole thing that looked like the Feywild, and we like solved some puzzles, went through some locked doors, and in one of the locked doors was a kitchen, and in the kitchen it had this little robe. It looked just like Papa's kitchen, not exactly, but really close to Papa's kitchen. I took the robe, and I thought it looked good. I thought it was fun. Anyway, I grabbed it.
Alright. That is all I needed to know.
Yes, of course.
That part might have been left out in the original retelling, but now we all know.
Also,
All right, so we
these
should
sewers
start
are like
clearing.
oddly quiet. There's like no sounds of rats or anything. It's just the steady dripping of moisture.
Start clearing the door.
Yes, Antyr, get to work.
No help.
I can't.
A hand reaches out and starts plucking light items.
Okay. I have 9 strength. I can't. Oh, that's not Doe. Doe has 9 strength. Lionel has 4 strength. I can't help. I have 4 strength.
I got it. I'm super strong.
Yeah, everybody
I'm
can.
probably no stronger
Everybody
than a
is
child.
able to help except for Lionel and his 4 strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
can
said
he-
4
what can he
strength,
even
and I
lift?
read it as like 4-arm strength. Like,
It says he can push, drag, or lift 120 pounds, but
I'm strong.
Oh. Let's see. I can push, drag, or lift
he's
600
got the
pounds.
strong
yeah,
wrist.
you can like one hand.
Ew,
some of them.
You know what I
That's disgusting.
But like it takes about like 5 minutes to probably clear the door.
Oh,
and
these
as you-
kids did a good job.
As you clear the door just on its own just opens a bit because the other side has been like beat like so many times with something trying to get through that the hinges are all fucked. So as soon as the weight is like taken off the door goes.
Wow.
Oh no.
And beyond the
That's,
door, you look out into a pitch black tunnel beyond. The walls are thick with filth. I'm describing this for people with dark vision essentially, but it is pitch black. The walls are thick with filth and gray slime. Everyone's favorite, gray slime. And a few inches of stagnant water resides on the floor. Carcasses of partially eaten rats just float in this water all over the place. Like rats that have had like a good chunk bitten out of them, like they're up lower half of rats, upper half of rats, just all floating in the water. And the tunnel goes to left and right.
Right, the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the half-eaten rats.
Yes, of course. Oh god, come on, does he have it? Does he? Oh no, he doesn't have mage hand. Lionel's gonna throw a dead rat at Antyr. Fuck. Well, this is disgusting.
Quite.
Oh, it's the gross stuff that makes life interesting.
Ah, Lionel will pick up a dead rat and throw it at Antyr. See?
I'll try to dodge.
Yeah, let me roll. Improvise attack here. 5 minus 3.
Yeah, no.
Wait, it would be Dex. 5 plus 3, 8.
Still no.
All right, well that was fun. But yeah, that's the tunnel. Pitch black, so anyone who doesn't have dark vision is just like can't see anything. Then you got gray slime all over the walls, stagnant water floating on the ground with dead rats floating in it, and the tunnel goes left and right. I will say, in some of the muck on the floor, there are footprints, but they go in both directions. They're like large, three-toed elephant-like footprints
Jeez.
that probably
that's-
the creature's probably like whatever left these footprints is probably like 10 feet tall, roughly.
Well, that's weird.
I have a theory.
There's an elephant in the sewer.
There's an elephant in the sewer. I think Lionel's got it.
Yes.
Seems about right.
If it's here, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Lionel doesn't
What's
have
wrong?
Lionel doesn't have dark vision. What's happening?
I don't know. Where's the fresher tracks? Can you tell this?
I can't tell. I can't see.
Can I tell this?
Survival check.
Okay.
God, he doesn't have dark. Why didn't I give
Not
him
my
dark
best
vision?
thing. I rolled pretty well. 15.
They're all relatively fresh.
Fuck. Not good enough. Well, I guess, unless one of you guys can tell which one's freshest, I mean, we kind of just gotta roll, flip for it.
Does anyone have a light? I can't see.
Sure. There's
Okay.
4 stars glow.
Okay, yeah.
Antyr casts starlights.
Tunnel's lit up. It's all the tunnels are like sandstone to match the city above, like a dark
Oh.
red sandstone. And yeah, it's gross. There's gray slime kind of like pulsing on the walls. Now with the light, you can see like the undulating masses of gray slime on the walls. The rats just floating around in the water. It's gross. Antyr, your lights make it much more discernible. And there's a stench, like an overwhelming, just disgusting stench. It's like a mixture of like rotting meat, excrement, and all sorts of waste. It looks like this area of the sewer just never gets. I mean, no one really cleans the sewer, but it's like this sewer doesn't really get workers down here to maintain things. And yeah, tunnel goes left and right.
Alright.
Take a left.
Yeah, do they look similar? I'll look down both. the
Yeah, they
left and the
both
right.
they both kind of look similar.
Okay. Did you say left answer?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do it.
All right, the tunnel is about 10 feet wide, so you guys can easily do, depending
Double
on
up.
yeah. Also, a lot of the party's small, so
Oh, yeah, that's true.
you know, not hard to just walk in a cluster essentially if you want to. But all right, start walking through the tunnel. It's splish splashing as you move. There's really no like walkways or anything. You're just kind of walking through like a slope, like a cylinder. So you're splashing through the water. The rat carcasses are bumping up against your feet if you're walking. It's gross.
For clarity, Grin's probably flying since he
Yeah,
just moves
absolutely.
faster. That's the only way we can
Yeah.
keep up with everyone else is by flying. So
I have a question.
No.
Can I be hopping like American Ninja Warrior style across, like over the water as we walk? Just kind of bouncing off the sides
Yeah.
of this
You
tunnel?
can do that with your armor, making a lot of noise. Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
right. Never mind.
Too late.
No, do it. We need to attract something.
You want
Yeah.
you want to attract this thing?
Yeah,
Alright.
What's the
we need
point?
to,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll be doing that.
All right. Yeah, like every time you guys like pass like
Yeah.
a cluster of the gray slime, it just kind of like
Ugh,
pulses
Knock-
and then
like,
recoils a little bit at the source of light. Just like it sucks inward, just like into the crevices of the wall.
oh, I posted a video in,
Yeah.
our, in our Discord, and it's like
I'm not gonna watch that.
It's so gross, but like that's what I was imagining. when
But yeah, you just see that weird slime. Antyr, you collect substances. Touch it.
All right. The mage hand and tries to grab some of it.
The slime kind of like stretches out with like tendrils to try to grasp onto the hand, but they can't grab anything. They kind of just recoil back into the crevices. Ah,
Interesting.
well,
All right, so do we just start banging on Hopper's armor, or do we want to maybe do it in the distance? And Grin will cast minor illusion
Mm-hmm.
to make it sound like a child's voice, and
Okay.
like accompany it with like it sounds like a child's voice that's skipping in the wet surface, and they're saying like, I'm so lost, I'm so lost,
Okay.
someone help me.
As
And my
you
name is Jarnathan.
as you do that, from somewhere, you can't really pinpoint a direction. It's weird. It's like the sound's not coming from anywhere, but you can hear sound. Like there's no like discernible direction. It's like it's all around. You hear what sounds like the faint noise of a child crying.
I've played Left 4 Dead.
Just help me, like in the distance. Just help me. As soon as you kind of pop up that minor illusion, it's roughly the same time.
Ooh, does it sound like a mimicry, like it's the same voice, or
No.
okay, all right. Oh, well, that's weird, guys. I suppose we head in that direction.
All right.
I think so.
If it's the bad thing, then we find what we're looking for. If it's someone who's in need of help, then that's good too.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
The tunnel twists and turns. The stench is overwhelming, attacking the senses, making your eyes burn. After about 10 minutes of just weaving through this tunnel, you come to a junction. With this tunnel you're in currently, continuing straight ahead, while the other tunnel takes an immediate right, where you can see a flickering light coming from before it blinks out. And the continuous voice just saying, help me, and then that you can see like a flickering light coming from that direction, and then it blinks out. So straight ahead, and where the childlike voice and the flickering light are coming from, and then the light goes out. So straight ahead and right. And again, the voice sounds like it's coming from that direction, but again, there's no like echo to it, or no like discernible. Yeah.
Oh.
80.
Like the illusion that Grin manifested, there would have been an echo. This did not produce an echo.
Oh.
Sus.
Are you guys ready? I mean, it sounds a bit weird, but what do you guys think?
Well, George did say the thing could project thoughts and things into your mind.
Oh, I forgot that. That's what that's going on.
Perhaps. Antyr, lead the way.
Oh, it's not me leading the way, not at all.
If you get eaten, we all can make a run for it.
Or you can get eaten, and then we can all.
Oh,
make a
I'd
run
have.
for it.
There's no
Or
meat
I
inside
can
it.
get eaten and cut my way out.
Perfect. Lead the way.
I'll lead the way.
So,
It will keep making noise.
going down the right path then towards the light, the flickering light that went out, or straight
Yeah.
ahead.
Mhm.
Okay. As you turn to go down this tunnel, glancing down the tunnel, you can see this flickering light round a corner to the left, far down the tunnel. So you can't make anything outside from this light that just goes like quickly, like dips. So it's like you look around and the light's just kind of like out of your vision, so quick.
We have it on the run.
Yeah. So the light rounds a corner to the left and disappears. From what little muck is smeared on the floors of this partially flooded tunnel, you can see something resembling a large three-toed elephant-like footprint.
Come back, elephant.
Help me!
Kid, you got big feet.
Help me! It's gonna eat me!
Vonkar, you got the map going? Are you able to draw this stuff out?
I've been kind of focusing on the chase. I mean, we haven't really gone that far. There hasn't been that many turns or anything.
It's been like the previous tunnel. There was a lot of twists and turns in the previous tunnel.
Oh, okay. Were there like were there twisted? Were there like branches, or was it just like
No,
it
We
just
went
kind of
left,
the tunnel-
and then there
the
was
tunnel-
a straight and a right.
the
We
tun-
went right, and
the
then
tunnel
there was another
just
right.
had a lot of like weaving.
right? So there wasn't like
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of like tunnels yet.
Yeah, so like we could, I can go back and like measure
Yeah.
out distance and everything, but there hasn't been like branches
No.
that need. Yeah.
Yep.
Would it be possible this distance to make an insight check on the voice to just like tell if it sounds fully human or humanoid, or if it sounds like a little off?
I mean, there's no echo, and it should be echoing.
Right.
It sounds no insight check required. It sounds humanoid, but
Okay.
there's no echo to it. And George, the one child, told you that the thing that lives in these sewers and eats the kids projects thoughts and noises in the minds of people.
So if Antyr would have like pressed their fingers into their ears,
Help me! You still hear it as
Just as
clear as day.
yes, it's
Okay.
okay. It's through our thoughts
Well,
then.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's not nice. It's gonna eat me.
Which way do we go?
This way. Follow me. It's over here.
so
I
it's
was just checking in with Vonkar so that we could find our way back.
So, you take the left as the light dips down, and following the three-toed elephant-like footprints that are sloshing through this muck, the tunnel turns to the left, and you can see the same footprints leading away before taking a right turn after 30 feet. There is no sign of the flickering light any longer.
Is there a dead end or is
No,
it just darkness?
It goes right again after 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
And the only light
Oh.
that you have is Antyr's lights that they're making.
Well, the light we're following's gone. I don't know.
Could
Hold
I-
on.
Help me! It's eating me! Oh my god! My legs!
Oh gods!
My leg.
My leg.
Antyr's gonna dismiss the lights.
Okay. Now, Lionel's like, I can't see again.
Any other indications? Like, are there, now that they're in complete darkness again, is there any more, like, is there seams or anything? Like, where light would be coming
No.
through in the walls
No.
or anything like that?
This tunnel goes about 30 feet and then turns to the right.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that
Starlight's
light?
back up.
Do you
Okay.
think that light that was going on was also projected?
Oh.
Could be.
Oh. It can make us see things that aren't there. Lionel starts like looking around, more alert now. No,
Yeah.
Now that Antyr's lights are back up.
Yeah, Grin's just gonna start like poking the air,
Yeah, nothing.
Empty
Just
spaces?
nothing.
like just to see if like.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, like, okay, I see what you mean. Let's just continue on. Maybe it's guiding us to its lair.
Oh, perfect. Yes. Let's all step into the larder.
Either that, or it got bashful because it realized we were after it, and it was the hunted, not the hunter.
Or it's
Maybe.
pulling us into a trap and we're still the prey.
I don't know. I think we're pretty good. I mean, the six of us. I think
7?
7. 7. Yeah.
I like
Will
math.
you be able to summon your sheep storm?
Not
If
down
you
here, that
use
might be
sevens?
bad for all of us. They require the sky.
Then the 6 of us. No, I'm kidding.
You can't
Yes.
cast your sheep spell. We don't want you.
I did conjure a unicorn earlier, so there was that.
That was amazing.
I know
Lionel.
it.
Guys, what do we tell you at the next time we have a campfire? We'll tell the story of Lionel, like summoning a unicorn. It was majestic. It was amazing.
Yes. I am clearly the most powerful.
Really.
Of course you are, Lionel.
Who knows
Alright,
what
good.
else I can do?
Proceed forward, Grin.
Ah, you got it.
Alright.
He pulls out his long sword. It's just like at a certain distance, it's more long sword than
Just a
Grin.
sword floating through the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying sword.
The tunnel leads straight ahead as you do the turn. The tunnel leads straight ahead about 100 feet or so into a circular chamber. So ahead is that circular chamber about 100 feet away. You're not there yet, but daylight can be seen pouring down from above into that chamber up ahead. The tracks you've been following head towards that chamber, and the sound of a whimpering child can be heard coming from that chamber. So 100 feet ahead is a circular chamber. You can't make out too many details from where you are, but there is daylight coming down from above into that chamber. And you
And the
can hear
whimpering has echoes.
and it's coming
Just
from that.
making sure.
It's coming from that chamber. The whimpering is just like.
Alright. How about the big, scary, burly ones go first? The ones
Yes.
not scared
Antyr,
of heights.
Vonkar.
It's
Oh, I
not
like
me.
that.
Vonkar, or Antyr, you conjured a massive scythe. You should head first.
You got like Hopper
yeah.
there.
Hopper's not big.
Could I start ritually casting detect magic?
How long does that take?
11 minute. No, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want us to wait for you?
Oh, we can wait. We'll see
We'll
if
wait.
it does anything.
Okay.
We'll just
Yeah.
sit here. We'll just sit here. It's calling for us. We know what's going on now.
You will start coming up with the plan of attack. I'm going to make sure this dude doesn't have any funky magic stuff
So
going on.
that chamber is 100 feet away.
Yeah.
It's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
We could get closer.
Oh, Hopper,
small
Hopper,
one.
do it. No, Hopper, do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm ritually casting it, and then we're gonna get closer, and it's gonna ping off.
Okay.
Well, if
yeah.
you're going to do this, Antyr's going to flip over their spell book and begin ritually casting Veiled Steward, aka Unseen Servant.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to ritually cast.
Do sorcerers get ritual spells? I don't think so.
Yeah, all casters do.
Oh yeah, all casters can get identify.
Um,
Or most
No,
of them.
ritual. Being able to cast spells as a ritual is specific to certain classes.
Specific, yeah, but it gets a little wonky given certain things.
who cares?
But yeah,
All right.
I
So,
think
Antyr, you're
ritual
doing.
spells are limited. In
So,
some
Antyr, you're
classes,
doing.
Like which ones you
You're doing what? Running away.
Sorry. Ritually casting Unseen Servant.
Okay, and Hopper's doing.
Antyr is hydrating.
And Hopper's
Um,
doing detect magic.
Yes.
Just the magic that radiates from your friends.
Okay. It stays up for 10 minutes, so I'm gonna
Alright.
keep it up until we get
Alright.
closer.
So,
After I'm done.
all right, within 30 feet, you can kind of get a better look of what's in there.
yeah.
The circular chamber is small and filthy. The walls are coated in grime and strange fibrous plants that grow from the muck and grime. There is a pile of waste, excrement, dead half-eaten rats, and other small animals, along with filth piled in one corner, where a flickering oil lantern appears to have been discarded. The room is flooded with a couple feet of water, causing any tracks to have disappeared. A wooden ladder leads upwards to a grate, and another tunnel rests on the opposite wall. And the whimpering is coming from the chamber still. This.
We've just encountered a neat.
So there you are.
Wait.
Alright.
Chart. It's just, You have the grate there, so it's an access point for us.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see like a pile of grossness. There's like an oil lantern flickering in the pile.
It's lit.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Like,
Okay.
How far away is
like-
that from us?
it'd be like 30 feet into the chamber in a pile.
Steward, fetch the lamp for us.
Okay. The steward. You can see the trail of water as the steward. I believe the steward would leave trails through the water, so you can see
Sure.
footprints moving through the water,
course.
ripples, as it approaches the lantern.
Not untouchable.
You see the lantern shift, but nothing happens. But it can't, like, it goes to pull the lantern out, but it can't.
Put your back into it.
Nothing. You see the lantern moving, being tugged on, but it's not coming free from the pile.
Clear some off.
It clears off some of the muck. Help
Now
me!
We're trying to free you.
Now
You're
we're-
stuck.
Now that we're closer, am I getting a more precise direction of where it says
No.
help me?
It's all just in the mind.
Oh, okay.
Am I
Okay.
getting any source of where all these mind tricks are coming from
Nope.
with detect magic?
Nope. Help me.
Sir, hold on a second. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take my water skin.
Yep.
I'm gonna put a little bit of water in my hand.
Yep.
And I want to see if the light in this location
Mm-hmm.
is actually an illusion.
Okay.
So I'm holding up and seeing if the light from the above actually reflects off of the water in my hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna use that water in my hand to kind of like see reflections of other things to see if anything
Nope.
is amiss.
Nope.
Doesn't match.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna drink the water.
Okay. You just keep hearing, help me. It's got me trapped in
Hell yeah.
here. Help me.
Where?
In here.
Where is here?
Here.
Please be more specific so we can help you.
Antyr's gonna try to mold
Use
Earth.
your eyes.
Antyr's
I'm
gonna try to
looking.
use the mold Earth cantrip to shift some of the muck,
Okay.
to excavate some of it, to clear it out to see if there's any
Perfect.
things.
I need
I forgot I
everyone.
had that
I need
cantrip.
everyone to make perception checks to avoid the surprise condition at this point.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
That is awesome. Let's go.
Beautiful.
16. Hell
19.
yeah.
I rolled so well.
Okay. So the DC is 17.
Oh.
So if more than half the party fail the surprise check, there's well, I know surprise is only creatures who fail. It's not gonna be
Yeah,
everybody.
surprise
Yeah.
is a condition. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Really
So
nice way of handling it.
I gotta control. I'm controlling 3 people today. So dope. Perception is what I said. 12
If you
plus
want-
3.
Surprise rounds.
If you want, one of us can.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Lionel surprised. Doe surprised. Torger surprised. Perfect. That makes it easier for me. Antyr, what'd you get?
19.
You're not surprised. Grin.
Makes sense.
I also got 19.
Not surprised. Hopper.
Very nice.
Hopper.
16.
Surprised. Vonkar.
4.
Surprised. The only members of the party not surprised are Grin and Antyr. Perfect. This is going to be fun. The lantern isn't discarded in the pile. Instead, it appears to be attached to a grime-coated stalk, nearly camouflaged in with the rest of this pile of filth. Sam probably knows what this is. At the end of the stalk are a set of eyes and nose that are staring directly at you. Before a large creature with a bloated, oval-shaped body bursts forth from the pile. It stands on 3 shuffling, elephant-like legs, and has a pair of long tentacles covered in pustules and thorny growths, with each tentacle ending in a leaf-shaped pad covered in spikes. Its mouth is large, like someone slashed a wicked gash in its torso, and the mouth is filled with sharp fangs. I need everyone to roll initiative.
That is nasty.
What the fuck?
You will need Owlbear for this.
Albert.
Correct, Sam. It is an oat yug.
I didn't realize they had eyes. I always thought I
yeah.
always rolled random as blind.
Their sensory stalk that was that always like sticks out.
Oh,
from-
that's the middle
from
one?
piles. Yeah, that has their eyes and nose on it, so they can sense things.
I thought it was just 3 tentacles.
And the lantern is like fused into the sensory stalk, so it's kind of like using it like a lantern fish.
Like lamprey. Nice.
Yeah.
I
Not
was
lamprey,
really thinking
yeah.
it was a Zorn. Is that what they're called?
Zorn?
A
Nah.
Zorn, yeah.
This is
That's what
way
my
more fun.
brain. Yeah, my brain went there.
And I believe no one actually went into the room, so. Oh yeah, Grin was technically leading the charge.
Making sure I was within enough feet.
But no one went in the room. So yeah, y'all will need Owlbear. I got the battle map up for those who are there.
Is the link somewhere?
Yeah, I just posted in the Discord earlier tonight. Maybe scroll up a tiny bit.
Yeah, there it is. I had to scroll up.
Oh, initiative is a thing tonight. All right. So
What is that thing?
everyone is surprised except for Antyr and Grin, which is fun. And then
I like how even though Antyr was like, I'm not going to be at the front, Antyr and Grin are in the front.
yeah, Antyr,
Yeah.
you're gonna switch with.
Well, I had to. Well, no, I had to get within 30 feet to do the mold earth.
Oh,
So as long as I'm
right.
within 30 feet.
Mm.
Yep. Oh yeah, would have to be within 30 feet, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there's good
Yeah.
for you, I think.
hmm
Lionel's obviously in the back. Cool.
It's not a super tight space, but it's also not big.
All right. Antyr, you're up first. Or yeah, you're up first because you're not surprised.
With the natural fucking 20.
This thing just bursts out of the pile. The lantern like rocking back and forth. There's no light in the central chamber, but every time like the lantern like moves, it illuminates the chamber, casting shadows off this thing. And this thing looks scary. And while it's just sitting there, you just hear "Help me!" still like echoing into your minds.
Gross.
And yeah, in the detritus pile, as it bursts out, bodies of sewer inhabitants do spill out.
Yeah.
Gross.
Lovely.
All right.
Audios are cool. Anyways,
Antyr is going to the astral
that
cord,
reminds
gets cracked. There's a flourish, and Grin, your body begins to shift as you can see multiple possibilities. I'm going to cast haste on you.
perfect.
So just so you know, it's a +2 to your AC, advantage on dex saves, and you get an additional action. If you take the attack action, you can only do one weapon attack, and your speed is doubled. And
Cool.
Antyr will.
And yeah, this thing is like 10 feet tall.
All right, did my part, and Antyr is going to the starlights appear, and Antyr starlight steps right behind Hopper.
Perfect. Anything else?
I love his go. I love their go-to hiding spot is behind the shortest member of the party.
No, that'd be Grin.
Yeah,
That's true.
which technically, it's
And then
Still.
it goes.
Yeah.
It goes.
actually. There's all the people in front of Antyr at the moment are the shortest. Doe's off to the right. So
Yeah.
he still has a clear shot of this
So
creepy body.
yeah, so it goes Grin, Lionel, Hopper in terms of height.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Lionel's
Okay.
like 2 feet tall, I think. All right.
Okay.
that'll be it for me.
Doe surprised. Hopper surprised.
Yep.
Otyug.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yo.
Oh.
It's just gonna start
Oh.
splashing through the water, running forward on its 3 elephant-like legs, just splish, splish, splish.
Ding.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yuck. More like, oh, yuck.
Oh yuck.
But
Ooh, got him. Vicious mockery, am I
I should have
right?
been a bard.
Sensing the surprised ones, its one tentacle attack is gonna reach over Grin and hit Hopper, or reach over Grin and hit Doe.
It could reach me?
It's gonna bite.
Damn.
Actually, it's gonna bite Grin first with its big mouth. For a 8 to hit.
Ooh.
You're much smaller than its usual prey.
Yeah.
Bite misses, then the tentacle is gonna flap up towards Doe. 21 to hit Doe. Doe's gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage from the tentacle. I can't see what I just rolled because my latte was in the way.
Get the loud
I see.
10 damage to Doe from the tentacle, and then
Granny latte.
plus 8 piercing damage from the tentacle's little spikes. Nice. And Doe is the tentacle then wraps around Doe, and Doe is grappled and restrained in one of the 2 tentacles. Grappled, restrained. Third attack. The other tentacle. 10-foot reach. It's gonna go for a surprise person, and I think the surprise person is gonna be Torger. The next tentacle goes up towards Torger. Surprise, there's no advantage on attacks or anything. So
What's the fucks are you?
what's the fuck's you? 8, 11, 12, 13. 13 to hit. Just misses by a lot. That's its turn. Surprised. Grin.
I got an 8 on initiative.
Yeah, you tied with Lionel.
Yeah, Grin's gonna go around to the other side.
Yep.
And this thing doesn't necessarily have, like, do I see eyes on it?
It has eyes and a nose on a sensory stalk that's sticking out of the top of its body where the lantern's hanging.
I'm debating whether or not
Sensory stock. Ew.
whether or not darkness would actually blind it or not.
It does live in a dark sewer.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant as to whether or not that would help. So, instead, I am going to since I am hasted, I will use my action to give myself Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And then use my other action to attack.
Go for it.
All right.
And also,
I'm gonna
once
use
it
my
passes,
other action.
for those of you who are surprised, once it passes your turn in the surprise order, you have your reactions back and everything. Just as a
Okay,
heads up.
cool.
This is with Booming Blade.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. That is a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Cool.
As you slash into it, it just yells out in your minds, "Help me! I'm being attacked!"
Whoa.
In that same voice.
Yeah. Okay, that's just alright. And so I'm gonna roll a D10 and a D8. That'll be oof. Oh, a 1. I can re-roll that.
Nice.
I'll re-roll that 1. Nice. So 7 plus 5 and
12.
12 plus 4, 16 total damage.
Nice.
4 of which is thunder damage.
Alright. Yeah, you slash
and-
into it.
And if it moves, it'll take additional damage.
Yep.
But it don't know that.
No, it doesn't.
So that was my 2 actions.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Hexblade's Curse it.
Alright, cool.
I should have done that before my attack, but I forgot. But I'm doing it now. so
Alrighty,
we're
cool.
good.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
No. Yeah. I'm good.
Alrighty. Lionel, surprised. Antyr.
Oh, it's already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, most of the party was surprised.
Focusing on Grin. Keep maintaining that. Those different avenues that Grin could potentially take. Antyr is going to, with their action, is the astral cord is wait, no, V is vocal, so it's ooh, this is a good one. Okay, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Antyr is going to take the cord and pull it taut, and then whip it like a crack, like of a whip, but it's silent. They're going to cast Psychic Jolt into the creature's mind.
Okay.
It needs to make a intelligence saving throw of 16.
Natural 1 minus 2.
Okay, it takes 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
I rolled 2 2s, so that's 4 psychic
Alright.
damage.
Yep.
And it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Perfect. Okay.
And I'm keeping track of the haste, by the way. So that was technically... Okay, this always confuses me. Was that the first round of
Yeah.
it, or was my... Okay, so it's now on 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is seeing that it has reach. Who did it go after? It went after Doe and Hopper?
It's got Doe ensnared in one tentacle, tried to bite Grin, and then its other tentacle tried to get Torger.
Torger, okay.
Yeah, but Doe's like
So it
currently like
seems-
ensnared in its one tentacle and like up in the air, being like flung around kind of deal.
Antyr's going to take a couple steps back.
Okay.
I say a couple. Take 5 feet step back.
Okay. Cool. Doe, no longer surprised. They're gonna try to stab into this tentacle. They're being like slash into this tentacle. They're being flailed around it. Zah. A 12 won't hit though. Bonus action. Hey, they can do it. They're gonna use their prehensile tongue and try to slap this thing with their tongue. It's got to reach 10 feet with its. Doe's got to reach 10 feet with their tongues. The tongue just unfurls and slaps this thing on the head.
Amazing.
Prehensile tongue. 14 just hits. The tentacle, Doe's tongue unfurled and slaps this thing on the head for 2 bludgeoning damage. Hey, that works. Hopper, no longer surprised. You're muted.
For flavor for my movement, I'd like to try to run up the side of the sewer wall, kind of where Doe is.
I assume trying to avoid the weird plants and the gray slime
Yes.
that you saw
Yeah.
kind of get all weird earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like as a way to get around everyone.
Sure.
And then I'm going to.
Battle music rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna action summon my Force Ballista.
Okay.
And I want to try to leap over this thing to the other side, kind of right next to Grin.
Sure.
Nice.
And as I'm jumping over it, fire a
Hell
Force
yeah.
bolt into this thing.
Go for it.
Nice.
Okay. It's been a while since I've done this, so what's the to hit thing?
Been a while.
Okay.
I think it's your spell
It's
bonus.
been a while. It's my spell bonus.
I
Okay.
believe so.
Spells. +7 to spell attack. Okay, let me get actual dice because I don't have this roll. D20, D20, D20. Where are they all there?
Just use a D12.
What?
Use a D6.
No. I don't think I'll hit with a D6.
You might.
Ooh, that's an 18 +7 to hit.
That does hit though.
Nice.
So you like
Spicy.
leap through the air over it and you just.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And then it's
You roll damage on that.
fucking love being an artificer. It's great, guys. And then 2d8 force damage.
Oh, at the mention of force damage, Lionel will yell out. Oh yes, the things we fought on the whale thing were immune to force damage.
That doesn't happen very often.
Super fun.
So that's 3 and only 5 force damage.
Oh.
And it's and if the target is creature, it's pushed 5 feet away from the cannon. So I imagine it just kind of cracks the stone
Oh,
beneath
yeah.
its feet a little bit. But yeah, 5 feet of 5 points of force damage. And
Okay.
I'm gonna just land like right here, roughly. Help
Perfect.
Grin distract this thing from the rest of the group.
Perfect.
Grin's gonna do a gesture with his hand, is like, yeah.
Kissed chef.
I think
Um.
I think Hopper just kind of brushes off a little slime that he picked up on the way over.
Perfect. All right. Otyug. One of the tentacles is gonna snap back towards Hopper.
Fair and valid. Fair and valid.
Yeah, I know. 9 to hit.
Miss. By
And
10.
then it's going to do another tentacle attack on Hopper.
Uh-huh.
18 to hit.
Miss.
Damn. And then
Yeah.
it's gonna look at the creature that has in a tentacle already, and it's gonna bite into Doe. with advantage because they're restrained. 18 to hit, which will hit though. For max damage, 19 piercing damage.
Nice. Wait, what?
Oh no.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, 19 piercing damage.
Grin's gonna use his reaction.
Sure.
It's called fuck. Sorry, I'm not here with all this stuff. Rebuke the violent.
Yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw, you evildoer.
That'll be an 11.
That fails. It takes 19 radiant
Ooh.
damage.
Yeah.
Man.
And then Doe, in the blinding flash of radiant light, needs to make a con save. That's going to be an 18. Cool.
Nice.
That's the Odyug's turn, I believe. 2 tentacle attacks and a bite. Yes.
I thought this
Torger.
creature's name.
Torger is going to sprint forward, run through the air. Run through the air. Technically can.
That's true.
And just going to go for some shovel glove attacks. 2 of them. 22 to hit.
Nice.
And natural 20 on the second.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then
Beautiful.
comes
Yeah.
down with the first. Let's do the natural 20 first.
Let's do it.
For 12 slashing damage.
Nice.
Then the other shovel. The first one's damage for 11. That's that. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a. Let's see here. Stunning strike, key point. Yeah, key point, stunning strike. Interesting, okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled the wrong, it should not have been a check, it should have been a save. Yeah, pass! I rolled a 17 though, so 17 plus 7 is... $24. Yeah, 24, but I have to minus a D4 from that. 24 minus... Oh yeah, there's no way it'll fail with that. So, D4! 3. So 24 minus 3 is 21, so it succeeds on the stunning strike. So Torger's going to bonus action, flurry of blows, and spend another key point to do that.
2 more hits, eh?
Because monks just have action economy.
Mm-hmm.
Flurry of blows.
2 more hits.
10 to hit, misses.
All beans.
15 just hits. Or it doesn't just hit, but it hits. For 11 bludgeoning damage, max.
Nice.
I think
Nice.
that'd be another stunning strike, I believe. That's 3 key points, though. Used up already.
They come back in a short rest, don't they?
Yeah. Alright, stunning
Let's take a
strike.
short rest.
Con save for this thing, which appears quite resilient. For 14. What's the DC here? What's your key save DC? 15. So it fails and is stunned.
Nice.
Strangely, its grapple does not release. Doe.
It's just going, like someone getting tasered. They're
So it's
just gonna
tensing.
clamp down.
So yeah, it's currently stunned, which is fun. All right, cool. That's Torger then. Yeah, Torger. Vonkar. This thing's looking rough already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I need to do terribly much fancy here. Vonkar is gonna. Where is the witches? I always need to remember which one's which. Where is the. Which one? Vonkar's gonna do the one. Yeah, let's see. Giant's Might. Yeah, that's the one that is a bonus action. So bonus action, get big. Oh, actually, he's gonna first move over here. Then
Okay.
bonus action, get big.
All right.
There. And then he's gonna punch the crap out of it.
Go for it. Stun. So you have
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Alright, there's that one. Advantage roll. That'll be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay. First attack is 7 plus the d6. 1. Wow. 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit.
All right. It looks bad after that. Just poof.
Second attack.
Bring it home, Vonkar!
13.
With advantage.
Yeah, it was a 5 and a 1.
That misses.
Damn.
Alright. I'm just going to action surge and do
Yeah,
2
go
more.
for it.
Okay. So. It was almost a crit. 21.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah, kill the kid
Four.
killer!
10 plus 11 points of damage.
Okay. Nice.
And then
Nice.
last attack is a 26
That hits.
Nice.
for 11 plus 15 damage on the last attack.
Nice.
It had 15 hit points exactly. How do you want to do this?
Amazing.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
I kind of imagine Vonkar like runs over, like dodging under a tentacle as he like cuts across in front of it, and then kind of like it's like a baseball slide where he kind of ends up because we're in like
Yeah.
sewer water here, right?
Yeah, and muck.
It's like a baseball slide where he ends up under the sewer water, and then he like explodes up 10 feet tall, like out of the water, and like starts just like bringing an elbow down into it. And then he like tries to punch it right in its like sensory tentacle, but it like dodges out of the way. And then he manages to just like put a hand on like right on the middle of it, and then just starts just punching down on top of it until it's
Yeah.
left about.
With each punch, the telepath like help me, gets more distorted and
Help me, help me, help me.
and eventually the Otyug is unmoving.
I think I got it.
Yeah, we got it!
Doe like pulls themselves out of the tentacle.
You okay, Doe?
Yes, I'm just a little hurt. They're at 16 of 53.
Ooh.
Maybe
You
we
know,
should,
you know what? Just to make sure, Vonkar's gonna grab it by the end of both tentacles and is just gonna like swing it into the wall and just like.
Alright.
Overkill.
Yep.
Grin
Double
is gonna do a second level cure wounds
Okay.
on Doe.
Alright.
That's actually really fucking good. 2 7s.
Alrighty.
So that's a total of 18 hit points.
Alright. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And then Grin, you start to feel the hangover.
Yeah, no problem. I feel great. I'm like.
You can hear people like walking above. Wonder what all that commotion was. Oh, it's probably just the sewers doing their daily draining.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
The daily drainings. Antyr's gonna like move into the center area now, and is gonna take the mold earth where it was laying and begin like shifting poo muck
Yeah.
around to see if there's anything that potentially could be of worthwhile that this creature was harboring here, or maybe eggs, or
Remains like food.
gonna bury that back.
That's about it.
Okay. All right.
Perhaps we should take the remains of any people.
Or,
For burial?
well, they're buried here.
I mean,
See?
do you want to be buried in a sewer?
Well, no, I wouldn't get buried. That's not a practice that we. Sure. Remold.
Let's say you get killed. Let's say you were killed by this thing. Would you
Uh-huh.
prefer me just leave your body in a sewer, and that's just how you end?
Well, I wouldn't want you to. Sure, here, Grin, and begin molding the earth to reveal the remains.
All right. See, now we're getting somewhere. Right, Antyr.
Sure.
Just to kind of flavor the rebuke the violent, which is what he had done on this thing. When it hit the creature, Grin like felt the damage, obviously didn't receive it, but redirect, like he because he's attuned to dough in a certain fashion.
Yeah.
Like he's very familiar with them, knows them, is empathetic to them, received like what he felt as the pain and redirected it back at the creature.
Perfect.
So yeah, Grin is
All right. Well, you know, we're all kind of learning on this front. I don't even know. What do they want? I mean, maybe they want to live in a sewer, right? Or be.
Well, it seemed as though the children did, but
No, I mean, like, would you want to be buried in a sewer, though?
that's all you knew.
I don't
What?
think that's all they knew.
They actually seem pretty content down here. They had a
Enter.
piss hole and a little hidey place. They
Enter.
seem to have
Are
it
you-
made.
Enter, you are being obtuse on purpose.
I am actively not. You look at someone's surroundings. Look, imagine this, Grin. We go to wherever you're from, right? You love it there, right? Someone could hate it there. It's all about perspective and
Yeah.
how you observe it. I'm putting myself in those
I
children's.
think it was fairly clear, Enter, that these children weren't here by choice.
I can talk to the dead children and see where they want to be buried.
You
No,
struggle
that's
with
actually
it. You
good.
struggle with empathy and relating to people, don't you, Antyr?
I don't think I do. No. I think I'm pretty good tuned.
Doe's gonna kneel down by one of the children you unearthed. They're gonna pull out their lute-like instrument, and they're going.
Wait, who is doing this? Was this Doe
Doe.
that can do this?
Doe,
Oh.
They're gonna
Oh,
kneel
cool.
down and they're gonna cast Speak with Dead and start playing like a funeral dirge
nice.
in the sewer, like a haunting funeral dirge.
The people above are just like, the fuck?
You hear one guy above going, "Get your fresh hot scones." What the fuck is that?
Bring out your dead!
The child rapidly sits upright. The eyes open for the first time. A couple maggots like fall out of the eye sockets. Just they go to speak and a couple like teeth fall out and their tongue kind of falls out. Oh, Antyr,
And
spell the
Jake can have this
spell the components. All right, ask questions then.
Can we do this?
What was her name?
Jimmy.
Another Jimmy.
No, Jenny. Where would you like to be buried?
My friends were buried in the orphanage basement.
That doesn't answer the question.
That's where we all go, I think.
Orphanage basement?
Thomas was buried in the sewers. So was Jacoby.
Was it Thomas? Or did he say Thomas?
I said
There
Thomas,
was
but
a T in there.
I said Thomas, but Jamis is funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamis and Jacoby are buried with me right now.
Is this where you would like to remain? The monster is dead. If that persuades you in any way, yes, sir. You know, it's a monster-free sewage now. You can spiritually roam to your content now.
In other people's duty.
Dookie. Okay.
No, well, okay, you do want to stay, or okay, you want to leave?
Stay.
That's 4.
Make me a ghost.
Oh,
Wait. We should
One question left.
We got one left, guys.
To Antyr, I'm gonna whisper, do we want to ask about their families or if they have any relatives up above?
They did say the orphanage, so I don't think
Yeah,
they
that's
have.
not much.
It's not looking good.
Was the orphanage not a good place?
No.
The orphanage owner named Grillad the Kind.
Okay, spell's done.
Well, I
Well-
think we got a good amount of info from that one person. Now we just gotta do everyone else. You got the spell slots?
Yep. They push the kid out of the way. They pull up another one. Cast Speak with Dead again.
Well, we gotta make sure that the
this-
one kid's different from
This
another
kid's
kid.
this
We
kid's
gotta
a
keep going.
this kid's a little chubbier, kind of got a puffy red hair.
Aw.
Once had freckles. Sits upright.
Aw.
Looks towards Antyr.
Just like,
And you can see Lionel is kind of like positioning the head to look towards Antyr, and Lionel stops. Hello. Yeah,
First and
fine.
foremost, what's your name?
Jacoby.
Jacoby, do you want to be buried here?
No.
That's where they want to be buried.
Well, that's not a yes or no question. Well, we
They
can't
don't.
do
It
that.
doesn't have to be a yes. or
Oh,
no
you're right.
question.
Where would you like to be buried?
With my mama and papa at sea.
Oh, so we'll just push the. Okay, easy enough. What was your favorite color?
Puce.
Who would you like us to tell that you are dead? Did you have any friends you would like us to tell?
Everyone probably knows.
Okay.
Goodbye, Jacoby.
I think there's still one more question.
Oh,
Jacoby's still
we
sitting
just
upright.
leave him.
We just walk
leave him
away.
there.
Just like the D&D movie.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
spell does last 10 minutes though, so it
Yeah,
does
yeah,
end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any shiny trinkets that you hid around here? If so,
No.
where were they at? Oh,
You see Grin kind of like playfully just smack your like right here on you, and just like ah!
And then Jacoby just kind of flops over.
all right. We'll just do the last one.
All right,
Jacoby's.
My
this
last
one.
third level spell
Jamis
slot.
wants to stay. Jacoby wants to be
No,
thrown into the
You-
water.
You haven't talked to Jamis yet.
Wait, who was the first one?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Jacoby.
Jamis.
Jacoby Bryant.
And I got Jacoby's remains. We're taking them to the ocean, okay?
And Antyr's gonna rebury
Or the lake.
John.
What is this?
What's
It's
the
a
first
reef.
one?
A reef full of creatures that.
But it
George
was
said
saltwater,
eat the kids.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so close enough.
Doe's gonna use the last third level spell slot and cast Speak with Dead on Jamis. Jamis is the roughest of the three. It's mostly just a skeleton. Ah, hello.
Where would you like to be buried?
Where the sun shines the brightest. It was my favorite spot in the city.
Alright, we
That
got a
is
mission,
very
guys.
cryptic.
I actually like it. Don't you guys? This is like a mystery.
The clock tower.
Oh, well,
Oh.
mystery ruined.
Is there...
Oh, my apologies.
No, it is fine, Java's.
We need to waste the question. What was your name?
Jomus,
Ah, okay.
we have 3 more.
Are there any shiny trinkets around here?
No.
Grin just like does like another playful like smack on it. On his
None of
chest.
them are shiny.
Do you have family?
Just George and the others we lived with in the sewers.
Do you have anything you want us to tell George and the others?
I'm sorry. And then poof.
Interesting.
Sorry for what?
Alright,
I'll
what
ask
was-
George later.
Alright, what was this guy's name? We need to make sure.
Jamis.
And he wanted to tell George that he's sorry.
Well,
Well, George was the
J or
leader.
G?
So,
It's probably all J's at this point. They probably all adapted their names to be J's in some way.
Like, that's a bit, I feel like George is a bit of a cop out then. Like Jamis seems like his name was Thomas and he added the J on there. George is just like, well, I'm already basically there. Like,
Pretty
no, I
much
feel like
there.
you should. I don't know. I
but
feel
George
like-
is alive.
As you're digging
Well,
through this
yeah.
refuse pile and digging up corpses, there is something at the bottom. It's like there's like a tote bag that's all brown and crusty.
Imagine if George was originally spelled with a J, but then he changed it to a G
Okay.
with all the
To
J's
avoid the
Answer-
to avoid the
dying.
curse of
Answer.
the
You lift up
That's even
Antyr,
better.
you lift up the crusty tote bag.
Mhm.
There's something heavy in there. And you can hear like glass jars clinking around in there.
that mage hand is gonna open it.
A couple rats scurry out. In there, though, is a blunderbuss.
What?
And the glass vials are gunpowder.
Wonder.
And there's a note that says, use this if you encounter the big hungry thing.
Oh, I think that's about that mission.
Signed Jorje.
Oh,
George.
So it's a blunderbuss with like gunpowder and some ammunition.
Nice.
But
Have we seen one of these before?
and it's a child-sized blunderbuss.
So everyone
Hopper
in the
has.
party can use this.
Hopper. Hopper definitely has seen one.
Hopper, I think this is yours.
What is it? A blunderbuss.
What is that? What's that?
Well, it
That's
is
a fun. That's a fun word, blunderbuss.
It looks like a musical
Blunderbuss,
instrument to me. Is it a musical instrument?
blunderbuss.
No, it is a very dangerous and highly combustible firearm. It is like a cannon you can hold in your hands.
Where's the
little
business
thing that
end?
you?
And he like points it at his face.
It is similar to my cannon that I have on my shoulder right here. It is similar to Eclair. But this, you have to fire manually as it is, I assume, not magical. But you see this right here? This is the trigger. This is where you put in the powder and you put in the ammunition in the front right here. And then you have to take the safety off so you can fire it and not fire it into yourself when it is, not being used. But you can fire it very long distances, but it is very loud and very flammable and may explode easily
far-
if it is not used properly.
How far does it shoot?
at least 200 feet, roughly.
I gotta pull up the stats for that thing.
Google.
No, it's
You're way wrong.
I use the critical.
Roughly.
I use the critical roll rules for firearms,
Okay.
so there is misfire.
It is roughly a 200-foot range, possibly more. With I've lost in accuracy.
It
but,
weighs 10 pounds.
Phew.
But
That's
this could be
heavy.
a very fun distraction. And Hopper's eyes get really wide.
Okay.
Can I kind of look at the condition of this blunderbuss, see how well it is?
Surprisingly, well intact. Engraved on the stock are the words PC N, and like a little flourish to denote the same kind of symbol you saw on the Port Craig naval ships. It is a naval blunderbuss, but it's child-sized, so the kids probably stole it.
Okay. Is it still
Is it
it
sawed-off?
functions? Yeah.
It's kind of like a sawed-off blunderbuss, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, great.
Yes, that's why.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So they just cut the ends off and made it
Yeah.
shorter.
Nice.
Okay, great.
And George was like, use this if you encounter the thing in this tunnels.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Fucking awesome.
I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
Yeah, it's
so
make sure
fast.
it's the Exandria version, so it'll say blunderbuss in
Okay.
brackets Exandria. And the ammunition, the ammunition's in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
There's like 20 rounds of ammunition, we'll say.
Okay.
So meaning most range weapons come with 20 rounds, so this thing didn't even get fired off before.
Yeah.
George.
Okay.
Jamis?
Jama. No, yep, Jamis. This is Jamis.
Okay. There is.
But yeah,
No.
got a gun,
Bundle.
which you are proficient with. So yeah, you're all kind of sitting there with these child corpses. Two that don't want to be buried here, one that's okay with it. And we're gonna go to break there.
All right.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes for whatever continues with this. Hopper's got a gun. And we'll see you all back here in
I'm
about,
a bun with a gun.
and
I'm
we'll,
out for blood.
and we'll see you all back here in about 10 minutes. So see you all very soon. So, the Otyug that has been dwelling in the sewers of Port Craig, that's been messing with the children who lived in the sewers previously, is now defeated. You have discovered the corpses of 3 children, 2 of which don't want to be buried in the sewers, 1 was indifferent, and also discovered a blunderbuss hidden amongst the refuse. And you're currently standing below a grate that leads into the city proper. And people are walking over it because it's early morning. So people are on their morning routine.
Alright, gang, we know how to get back here, right?
If we mark it down on the map that Vonkar has been working on, I do not see why not.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna take this guy out to the harbor and, put him to rest, if that's alright.
Yes, just make sure you're not seen by the guards that were patrolling the docks.
Well, I'm just gonna go out the way we came in.
Yes?
Oh, yeah, it's daylight. We only
Yes.
got past him because it was dark, right?
Correct.
Alright, I'll go underwater then.
Do you
Okay.
want a buddy?
I would like a buddy, because I'm not very fast underwater. I only move like 5 feet per round.
I will bring myself and my dutiful éclateur over here.
Alright. We put this guy to rest. What was his name again?
John, miss?
Jomis
was...
is the skeleton.
Okay.
He wanted to be buried
Jo-
where the sun
yeah.
touched the clock tower.
That's
And
right.
the other one is...
Who's
It's almost like it's Jonathan Jomis, and it's almost like I made the names off the top of my head.
It's okay. Grin's kept
Another
the
J
bones on
name.
him. He knows.
This is the ginger.
He doesn't have to know
Oh,
the name.
Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Jacoby, the not skeleton, wants to be buried with his parents in the reef, and then
Gotcha.
Jonas
Yeah.
wants the clock tower.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll walk with you. Might as well.
Alright, you guys good?
Mhm.
Alright. Here we go.
All right. So you make your way back to the hideout.
Grin, best as it can, is dragging this body.
Okay.
Because, he's a tiny guy. He's got a decent strength, plus
Yeah.
1. But
It's more than a hopper.
All right. So you get back to the hideout. You would go through the door that leads near that pool of water, and then there's the slippery slope that you all slid down to get down into here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna fly up into it.
Oh, can you guys follow me? Probably not.
Yeah, it looks like the
How
people who
high
don't
is it?
fly are going to be impossible to climb up this slippery slope.
Could I try bouncing off the walls up?
No.
No.
Um,
Sorry.
It was a
Yeah,
very
don't
narrow
worry.
tunnel that you all slid down.
Yeah.
don't worry.
think I-
I'll take care of it. It'll be fine. If it's not fine, I'll just go invisible and run away. It'll be fine.
Very well. Do you want a sending stone?
Do you have one?
One's on Torger has one and Vonkar has one.
Well, you can have. Well, if one of you is willing to give up the stone for Grin to have it in case shit goes down.
Yeah, Torger,
Here,
give me.
Take my. Oh, all right. I'm just
Torger
gonna
will
take mine, but-
Torger will toss theirs.
Nice, Torger. That's a
And
good
remember,
hand. Damn.
If you lose it, no big deal. I can just cancel the infusion and create a new one.
Okay. Wait, really?
Yes. It will disappear from existence, but I can always create a new set.
That's crazy.
Well, it is
That's
It
like
is
what
just-
Papa does. That's where you create stuff from nothing. That's crazy.
Well, it is not from nothing. I do have to have the stone, so I would have to find new rocks, but the enchantment is the same.
I didn't know you could do that, Hopper.
It is a skill I've long worked at.
So how do I use this?
Well, you can only use it once, so you save it for an emergency. But
Oh, okay.
but you will just hold it up to your mouth, and send a message, roughly 25 words or so, and we shall hear it on the other end.
Alright. I'll use it if, trouble or bad things. Or if I can't find my way back.
Mara, you.
Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Have fun. Later.
Alright, so you drag the body up the narrow hole.
If it was that tiny, we'd have a lot more issues.
That body's not getting out that hole.
You get to the top.
I don't know how he would have gotten down.
You get to the
into that.
top, and you can maneuver to the grate that George opened. The very creaky grate that he opened very slowly.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spit on all the hinges.
Alright. It opens, and you can hear loud work going on in the port.
Oh.
Like hammering and that from like somewhere on the port. Not with a line of sight though, because the grate is under the docks.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that on my way back. First things first, I'm gonna put this boy to rest.
Okay, easily done.
Um.
Under the docks is pretty concealed.
Okay. They were, because he said the reef. Would I know what he meant by reef, or can I just be like, the docks will be fine, kid?
He said the reef, and this is all considered the reef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
George also said don't go near the shipwrecks because things live in them and eat people.
Yeah. For real.
And there's like a shipwreck maybe like 100 yards out.
Yeah, Grin ain't about that life.
And you can also see where the Marquis ship is now a shipwreck, which is being investigated currently.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So are there people within eyesight that are like...
About like 1,000 feet.
Okay.
There's like a naval ship there, kind of investigating the scene.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and deposit the remains.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop.
And I don't have that spell to I don't have ceremony, so I can't really put them
No.
at rest, but I'll say a few words
Okay.
And be like, be at rest. Don't harm me. Take care.
kind of zoom over back to the exit point of, or the entry exit point of the sewers, and kind of start paying attention to the investigation team.
Okay, they're still like 1,000 feet away.
Oh, right, my bad. Is there anything I can discern from this distance that might draw me closer, or is it just like
they're sifting through the debris?
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna screw with that then.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna head back.
All right.
These other guys got it. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with the group.
Okay. Like a minute later, because it doesn't take long to get for Grin to traverse this area because they can fly. Grin returns in like a little under a minute, most likely a minute or more.
I'm gonna enter back in through the essentially the water slide that we entered.
Okay.
The first time we.
So you come sliding down. Kabloop. The demi-plane door is still at the bottom. Oh wait, the water got all. Oh yeah, Guardian Pershin dispelled all the water, so there is no water.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. When I slide down, I'll catch myself by flying, and just be like,
I'll miss the water.
Yeah, so Grin would have been the only one that could have technically gotten back. Torger could have as well because they could fly, but yeah, no one else would have been able to get up into the slide to get out.
Damn. While Grin was gone, Hopper was gonna sit down and start creating a forgery kit.
Okay.
With his right tool for the job feature.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything? You got like a minute. Cool.
Gonna look around. It's this hidey hole
You can still see the demi-plane at the bottom, the shadowy doorway.
Yeah, not worth it.
And then Grin returns. And muted.
Muted.
Whee! Jacoby has been buried. The remains are good to go. I don't think I'm haunted.
Can't be too sure, but
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll find out. It's in a good spot. It's where designated, I guess.
right. So we need to find a place to emerge in the city.
Yeah, but that isn't too high. You get what I mean? Like, not many eyes are on it. It seemed like that one where the creature was. There was light and people could hear, and it seemed really busy. We probably would. Excuse me. We probably wouldn't want to exit through that one.
We should have asked one of the kids for a discreet sewer hole to exit from.
Oh yeah. Not really thinking about. What if we just wait until it's a little later in the evening and we just use that?
I mean, we got a couple days. We can always ask one of the corpses.
We can't do it again for 10 days.
Oh, 10 days. Is that how it goes?
You can't ask the
alright.
same corpse for 10 days.
Alright.
Maybe there has to be another way, another area. We'll just, as we're mapping the tunnels, we'll try to see if we can discover any and see how busy they may be.
Yeah. I can just, like, poke my head out and see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, of course. Yes.
Alright. Well, what's everybody thinking? What do they want to do? Because maybe we can figure something out. Vonkar, how you feeling? What are you thinking, buddy?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of down for anything, really. That's kind of usually my deal. So,
Well, and I think we're all here for that. You know? Yeah. So, I know that I initially was like, oh yeah, let's map out all these tunnels. That is gonna be kind of like, I mean, for me, I think it would be kind of fun, but it might not be fun for everyone. And we have a lot of things to do, so we might want to split it up. Antyr,
Hmm.
I know that you can clean people up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can assemble a group and head uptown and make yourselves look nice and head in and get what we need. Do some reconnaissance above ground or incognito, so to speak.
Okay, can do that.
You like that idea?
Yeah, I mean that's easy enough.
Okay. Who
You
do you want
can-
to take with you?
Oh, honestly, I know you spoke about splitting up, but I feel like with the tensions within these cities, that can be quite risky with us splitting up, especially above ground, where they're kind of expecting us. Even if they're expecting us and they don't bring harm to us, it doesn't stop them from bullying us, if you will.
Well, they did say they wouldn't bring us harm if we didn't mess with their tower. Or go near the
Yes.
docks and we messed with the tower.
It's true.
And they did
Who
see
would I want
us
to burn?
in that vehicle thing flying towards the tower.
Probably want to bring.
Me, of course.
Of course, Lionel.
I'm a toy.
Hopper, I would say you, but I feel like you are a flight risk in the realm of being provoked. There's individuals that what?
What do you mean by that?
Yes,
That Hopper
What do you
has
mean?
very close ties to one side that is opposing far more directly to the issues of what's happening in this. And if Hopper were to see something that may go against their own code,
Until you forget I am a trained
Court.
soldier.
yes,
know
and I
how
understand
to
how
hold
soldiers
back.
act. Are you sure?
Antyr was just like, okay, trigger warning.
Okay, trigger warning the entire surface for Hopper.
Literally. If you think you can hold your own, then sure. I would like to have you up there because if you could do the forgery, you know what to look for with the invitations.
I would like to be a part of it as well. At the very least.
I was just stating my opinion on the fact of the possible things.
No, no, you made your opinions very clear, Antyr.
I typically do. It doesn't. Hasn't led me astray so far.
There's a first time for everything.
You know, I was 1 out of 3. I was correct about 1 out of 3 of that group. So, just remember that.
That is not 100%, so I expect better of you next time.
There is 7 of
100%.
us.
Okay, so I don't want to speak for Torger or Do. I don't know. Vonkar has to map out the tunnels.
Yeah.
Maybe the fighters should stick together in the sewers just in case things are bad down here. Maybe there's more of those things.
Yeah. So it'll be me, Hopper, and Do, it seems, and Lionel, of course. If Do's comfortable with coming. Or
Okay.
Stay down here.
No, yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Just
Seemed-
make sure you guys don't stand out too much.
I stand out.
Oh yes, of
Yeah.
course.
We haven't really seen any of my kind yet.
The rabbit folk, and the
I
The
mean,
rarity.
they have our descriptions. That's one of the reasons why I'm staying down here. Is like, I stand out. I don't think I could even fly in a, in a masquerade ball. Even if I had a
Oh,
mask,
you're talking
they'd
about. I'm
probably
talking
just be
about
like,
just.
"Oh, you stick out like
As-
crazy."
As long as we stay away from the Marquis' residence and the dogs, I feel we should be fine.
Yeah, the masquerade. I thought we were just talking about going to retrieve the items for the masquerade.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
They do not know that it was indeed us. They cannot confirm 100% that we were involved at all with the tower.
That'll be the defense then. We can neither confirm nor deny. We were there at that
I don't think it really
place.
matters if we can confirm or deny. I think it just matters of what their opinion of us is. So
Well,
We
Joe
will-
is a very persuasive individual. I think it would be helpful if they tagged along with us for that
Alright.
very occasion.
at the very least, to get us a discount on.
Of course.
Yeah, I suppose.
This is a foolproof plan.
So we'll travel together through the tunnels, and whenever we find a place that is not the place that we were, we'll break off.
When we find the secondary exit.
Yes.
Okay.
But I need an hour to finish up these tools and then we can go.
Oh.
So everyone take a short rest.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Hopper doesn't
Good
get one
call.
then.
Dude, Hopper.
No,
nice.
it can
cool.
coincide with a short rest.
That's right.
Nice.
Ooh.
So
I
can
will
take a short rest
do
and make these tools.
my
Naps.
arcane recovery to get back the 3rd level spell because that's the only thing I cast.
Doe is fully healed after that. Lionel doesn't really need to take one, but
Yeah, I also don't need to take one, but may as well.
No, that was good because I used both of my packed
Both?
spells.
Damn.
So-
Well, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Key points go back
I used
to
one of them.
Torger.
I used one of them to give Doe like 18 hit points.
Oh yeah.
So, boom.
That was
Yep.
quality.
Yeah. Just Grin and Hopper are just high fiving every 5 minutes when they learn something about each other. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I can fire a gun. Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
hour-
can make it magical. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have disadvantage. Yeah.
and yeah. So the hour concludes.
Very different feelings between Hopper and Grin compared to a few days ago. When Hopper was like, "Don't fuck with me."
Grin just like,
Okay, man.
Yeah, that was 12 days
Best
ago.
friends forever. Yeah. Almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Almost 2 weeks ago, they were at
Correct,
Hopper was
yeah.
at Grin's forever.
this campaign started in-game time 2 weeks
Wow.
ago almost.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're all. The hour comes to a close. People look a little more rejuvenated. The sewer is yours, so to speak.
I am going to doff my armor
Okay.
to be a little less less conspicuous,
Wearing armor made of like wood.
and then I'm gonna pull up the hood of my cloak.
Lionel's just gonna go inactive. And just look like a motionless stuffed teddy bear. A disturbing nightmare teddy, as people have called him before. Just kind of
We're
climbs
coming with us.
Yeah,
First, right?
he climbs up Antyr's waist, waist with a little string, and just ties himself off, and then just goes inactive.
The shoulder
Literal
cloak is
ragdoll.
thrown over to at least cover portions of Lionel, so it looks less disturbing, but it will look more disturbing because it'll look really creepy.
Make sure I have an eye poking out.
Oh, can't you just like pull an eye out and? Is that how that
I
works?
don't know. These are sewn in.
Oh,
They are real eyes, though.
what if we put you in my backpack and you could check my back?
Perfect.
Okay.
Clambers around you out into the backpack and just sticks their head out
Yep. Perfect.
like
Now
a
you just
like a valley girl with their chihuahua in there.
perfect.
But there's this grinning nightmare teddy's head just sticking out.
Start making our way through the tunnels again.
Okay. Doe will. Yeah, you gonna go a different route? Because previously you went to the right, and that's when you follow the thing. You never went straight ahead, continuing the tunnel. You were down previously, like the initial tunnel. I mean. You also didn't go right. You went left, but last time.
Well, I guess we could split off here because there's 3 different routes. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
good
Alright.
luck.
Who's go? So yeah, so when you guys initially come out of the hideout, there's left, then there's right.
Oh wait, does everybody have a sending stone? Do we have a means of
I
communicating?
got one.
with you?
Grin
Okay.
has one, and
And then-
Torger has one.
Oh wait,
Oh,
Vonkar.
Or
has
Vonkar
one.
has one. So the two that are together have the sending
Yeah.
stones.
Vonkar, can we have the
Oh yeah, go ahead here.
perfect?
All right. Keep
Antyr will take
track.
a sending stone. Yep.
Keep track of who's got what on the
Where'd
thingy.
journal go? Oh, there it is.
So
Yeah.
Vonkar no longer has one.
Antyr does.
How do we find that?
So it's
Cindy stone.
Antyr and Grin.
Cindy stone. I wrote it on mine.
And the creep had the hand candle made from a priest.
It did.
Oh,
Barnier specifically.
bully.
All right. Left and right. Is this where you guys split up like immediately? Just
Yeah.
okay.
We'll go the way we didn't go,
Yes.
and y'all go that.
We'll
other
go
way.
right then. I can't see.
Oh, boom, 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 boom. The starlights.
Perfect. How do Reborn not have dark vision? Oh, they do, depending on what their lineage.
I think it's one of those things that you can pick if you're.
Aw, Poor Lionel. Why did you have to be a changeling beforehand? All right. All
Wait,
right.
was he?
Yeah, because the family curse was pretty far back. No, never mind. It was the family curse did go pretty far back, so he'd be a
Because
changeling too.
didn't it start with the Stormfather?
All right, so Lionel's son. So yeah, no, he would have
Yeah.
been a human then.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I could have sworn I remember that
Yeah.
the Stormfather was his.
Lionel doesn't know
son.
that. But yeah, Lionel's just
Yeah.
a human. Cool. Yeah, so Uh, team 1, Team 2. Team 1 goes right. Team 2 goes left. Team 1, you just start walking down this other tunnel you didn't explore immediately. It kind of has the same sort of textures and layout as the first tunnel. The same slime that reacts to light and stuff. About halfway down that tunnel, there's like a mass blocking the tunnel. There's like, it's made of like grease and other just detritus kind of built up in this sewer. I can't recall the name of what these kind of sewer blockages are called. They're a real thing and they're disgusting. And then there's like a smaller tunnel that kind of slopes down beside it.
Can I?
This is not your group. This is the other
Oh,
group.
thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can I mold earth?
To the big hunk of thing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not enough earth in there.
Yeah. Ew.
There's like hair sticking out of it and like other just like swamp detritus,
Gross.
sewer detritus.
So the
It's,
small
it's mostly
tunnel,
like
is it
it's
like
mostly like grease from like
yeah?
above.
Is it like small tunnel is like everybody can fit
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as we
Yeah,
like
yeah,
crouch
yeah.
down? Okay. Okay. Guess go that way. I don't want to try to fuck with this.
It
Contusion or
smells
whatever
whatever.
it
It
is.
smells like it's chemically, just chemicals mixed with other shit.
Light a torch. Throw it. No.
And you
I would say go down the
Okay.
the
So you
smaller
start going
tunnel.
down this slightly sloped tunnel. You got to crouch a little bit. Antyr and Doe do.
Mhm.
Hopper and Lionel, obviously Lionel's in a backpack, and Hopper is small enough to really have no issues going down this tunnel. It slips downward for about 30 feet, and comes into like a large open subterranean chamber, mostly cavernous, with multiple tunnels just everywhere, and just stone walkways and railings that the like workers would come down here to like make sure things are running properly throughout the sewage system of the city. So it's a lot of like elevated stairs and walkways going all over the place. And there's arrows pointing in every direction. Like one says cistern, the other says docks, another says brothel. Just kind of like directions around the city. For the other group, you all going down the tunnel you explored before, and you come to the point where you turn to the right to follow the light. So it's the right, and then it's straight ahead. You didn't go straight ahead, you went to the right because that's when you followed the light. So that's Grin, Torger, Vonkar.
Yeah.
Vonkar's mostly just got his,
Yep.
as best he can, his cartographer tools out and is like,
You can easily map out the route you took before from the right, because
Mhm.
it wasn't that difficult to map out, because it was just a lot of quick turns.
so would he, so here's the thing, would he be able to get accurate, like, distance measurements for each of these things?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, because that way, because what I'm thinking is basically then, and on top of being able to get like routes through the sewers, he could then also, once he gets an understanding of locations on the above ground, he could then figure out where like entrances and exits in the
Yeah.
sewers correspond to the city map as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's working very diligently to try and like figure out exactly how long all of these are, doing a bunch of math to, probably got like one of those like compass circle making
Yeah.
compasses, but like also like an actual compass as he's like doing a bunch of calculations and stuff and walking along, actually
Hey,
trying to stay out of the muck so he doesn't fuck up the map.
Once we get to like you said there were like occasionally like manholes, correct?
You guys wouldn't have encountered any yet.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what we encountered when we fought the
Yeah, but you guys
creature
haven't
the first time.
chosen a path to go through yet.
Oh no, but we know they do exist.
Yeah, they're like
correct?
grates. Like
Okay,
barred
cool.
grates.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out for those then.
Alright, but yeah, so like where you are currently, it's the path that was straight ahead, and then the path to the right that you used when you first saw the flickering light that you followed, and then the help me. That's where you guys are currently. The path you explored and then the path you didn't.
Alright, so we go to the path we didn't. Is that... You feel good about that?
Yeah. Let me know where we're
Alright.
going, and I'll just keep it all mapped out.
Alright, let's do it.
Alrighty. Let's see if I'm at the right spot. Okay, cool. After about a few hundred feet, this tunnel comes to a large circular metal grate that overflows down into a large underground cavernous cistern. Kind of like a dead end. It's like a 30-foot drop down into like a cistern with numerous tunnels branching off in this cistern down below.
Man, I feel like I knew what a cistern was earlier in my life, but right now I can't recall.
It's like a holding place for water.
It's a big open pool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Underground water tower, kind of.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I think we reached a dead end on this one.
Reasonable?
Alright, let's try and find a manhole so we can get like a view and maybe like get some landmarks from the match landmarks from the sewers to landmarks from the above.
Sorry, say it again?
So if we so we're mapping out the sewers, yeah?
Right.
If we establish landmarks that match the sewers, so if we find like locations where we can see the above ground.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like through the grates and things, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant going up through. Oh, no, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, I could kind of peek. But,
That's true. That's true.
But if we get like surrounding stuff from the above ground and then impose it upon the sewers, then we can like essentially create like a double map, like a map on top of a map. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true. Well, I was going to have to get this information from above separately, and I could have overlaid them together, but yes, if we can do it along the way, that would make things a lot easier.
Yeah. Just a little bit of, I mean, obviously we can do it separately, but might as well get a little bit of info
That's true.
to line them up. Alright, let's keep an eye out. Let's keep an eye out. Let's, obviously this direction didn't pan, so we'll have to go the other one. And we'll figure it out. Alright, next direction!
Alright, so the three of you head back in the direction you came. Would have to go down the tunnel where you were down previously, where we're following the light. Other group, yeah, you're in this big open chamber with numerous tunnels that lead in different directions with arrows telling you whereabouts in the city this tunnel leads.
What's the most, at least, inconspicuous place?
You can see brothel. You can see can't think of the name for a second. Orphanage. Outer gates. Docks, the direction you came.
But what about the outer gates? We could circle back around.
Be an efficient way to explore the city.
It'll remove us from appearing in the middle of nowhere. That could potentially raise suspicions too if we have seen leaving the sewers. They said within the city, not within the city sewers. We don't need to be harmed. It's a technicality.
Unless we disturb the tower.
It would make it seem more plausible that we were not involved in the tower's destruction if we came in properly.
They
through
saw
the
us
front gates.
flying towards it in your vehicle.
Did they see us? Or did they see a cloud in the sky?
No,
and miss?
remember we heard that we heard that conversation that we
Yeah,
were
they
spotted
do it
flying
here.
towards the tower.
So we can go. I feel like a brothel would be pretty inconspicuous
Yes, of
to appear
course.
around.
We have the money to buy tongues.
Yes.
To buy what?
It is a figure of speech to buy their silence.
Oh, I've never heard that, but I trust
It is
you.
a face saying, "Do not worry about it."
By
Sure.
tongue. That's a lovely turn of phrase.
All right, so
I forgot by silence. I'm like, what's another mouth thing?
let's go. Let's
I mean,
go to
also
the brothel.
hilarious
Then,
in terms of the,
yeah, where we're going, the destination.
The brothel it is!
Yes.
by tongues.
What a
Wait,
double
hold on,
entendre.
wait.
Yeah, I was
what
like-
are we going for?
Alright,
Just
You know,
specifically
things
those.
operate very differently in
So-
the Feywild. People enjoy different things.
you're taking the brothel tunnel.
Yeah, it was the first one. Why not?
The brothel deposit tunnel, so to speak.
Ooh.
So you climb up, there's like a little rusty ladder. You climb up to get to that tunnel. And you start walking down that tunnel. These tunnels are elevated with a walkway, so all the sewer drainage doesn't get up on the walkways. The walkways are quite pristine and
Nice.
clean. Like this area of the tunnels, the sewers are taken care of. You're walking along, and you can hear the distant din of the city above as people are slowly starting to wake up and get to their morning routine. After about 20 minutes of just walking up an incline, it bends and it turns and twists occasionally. You pass by like weird smaller pipes that kind of smell like gas occasionally. You keep just walking up this slope, and eventually you come to there's like a rusted iron grate door with a lock on it. And it says no admittance on the door and like a sign. I am trained in thieves' tools. I can pick the lock if we decide this is our entry point.
Might as well be.
Scurries out of your backpack, onto your shoulders, down your arm.
I could have brought you over.
Hold me aloft. I'm not a child.
Well, you climbed out of the bed. Oh, great. Yeah, Antyr's gonna like lift both arms, lift him up by the collar like this.
Lionel only weighs 2 pounds, so I mean,
Oh, then yeah. Oh,
Mage Hand
only
could do
weighs
it.
2 pound.
Mage Hand could do it.
Yeah, the little mage hand appears and just
Oh!
hauls him up.
I don't know. His spellbook only weighs a pound. I don't think he can do it. Or they can do it.
True.
All right, here we go. Thieves' tools. 13.
Uh,
The lock is old and rusted, so it unlocks.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes, that was not sincere.
It was a rusty lock. Hope that you succeeds. Anyway,
I'm going to kill you.
on the way through, thank you,
Yes, of
Lionel,
course.
for your.
Clambers
We're
back.
glad to have you here.
Clambers back into your backpack.
All right, you're gonna close the gate.
All right. So you
And is gonna take their component pouch and is gonna reach into one of the side pouches, and it's going to do this and cast Mystic Seal.
okay.
So all the gold,
Nice.
the dust of gold, almost looks like it magnetizes to the bars, and it soaks into the metal, and it's now arcane locked.
Perfect.
The limitations are only Antyr can open it.
Perfect.
So
Things go shit. Andrew's like, closes the door, leaving everyone behind. Like, what the
bye, Lionel. Hold on.
fuck?
You're just gonna leave Hopper out in
so,
the middle of the nowhere like that? Thanks.
as you close this gate and you open it up, you're in like a small
I
chamber.
see how it is.
You're in like a small chamber, and it goes a couple of feet before it's liquid. This is like the drainage, and around here there are like numerous little walkways with rocky outcroppings that go up to holes about this big.
Mm.
Oh.
And this room stinks of what you can probably estimate to be excrement. You are directly beneath the brothel's toilets.
The toilet.
All right, Antyr goes over to one of the walls. Boom, boom. Prestidigitates. Poop be gone.
Okay.
Poop be gone.
You hear a noise from above.
Oh, don't you fucking dare. What can I do? What can I do?
As
What can I do?
someone sits down, as someone sits down on one of the toilets and just unleashes a fresh payload.
I think Hopper's just
Vile.
leaning against a semi-clean wall, watching Antyr.
So
try
as
to
you're
make this
Andrew, as you're scrubbing
happen.
the wall, you hear a noise from above,
Fucking hell no.
and you just hear
The bag
Someone-
comes up.
you hear someone pooping. Oh no!
Lionel gets put right into the line of fire as Andrew just
Uh,
throws their body forward and leaves.
Lionel
Oh,
cast
no.
Lionel cast Misty Step.
It's okay. Poop on the bag, not on my head.
Oh no! As Lionel
Oh no, he's got a surge.
Misty
Oh.
Steps, someone in the group can roll a d100. That's anybody.
I'll roll it.
Oh no, did he surge?
You need to roll
Oh,
a
he
1 on
surged,
this.
alright.
Oh no, sorry, roll a d20.
Oh,
That's,
roll a
that's you have to
71.
roll a 1 on this. So
Oh,
Yep.
fucking.
I forgot he didn't use. He
I'll
didn't
roll a
use.
17.
Okay, cool. No wild magic surge. So
Okay.
Misty steps out of the way, and your bag just gets coated in muck, and then you hear, "Oh, that's the spot. Better out than in." And then you just hear someone walk away from above.
Andrew doesn't even look. Prestidigitates just this general vicinity
Meanwhile,
around them.
you're all the other three are walking down the tunnel you traversed before. This would eventually lead back to that central chamber where you fought the Otyug, and you've got the sewer grate here. And now that you have time to look in this room, there is a little plaque that says, it would say, God, I'd probably say Marketplace.
Grin is going to go up
Okay.
to where the light is coming from.
Yep.
Have a look, do a full like 360
Okay.
panorama.
Yep. The storm from the day before is still happening. But you see like a market district. It's very like Sweeney Todd in terms of its market.
Ooh,
There's a lot of like there's like a big tavern immediately in view called the Salted Goat, and then there's just like other
Okay.
little buildings nearby, and then
salted goat.
right near about a couple blocks away you can see these massive front gates, or the outer gates of the city.
Cool.
The city is like it's all
Awesome.
like dark. This is like your first kind of close look at the city, like the buildings. Everything
Yeah.
is like a dark red sandstone, and the street is like a dark red cobblestone,
Cool.
like
And
a
you
dark,
said
like a
that
burgundy
it's-
color.
And you said it's still kind of a little
Like, it's still
stormy, so
dark and
people are kind
gloomy,
of like
yeah.
avoiding.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
It's
people
not
outside,
busy.
but
yeah.
the tavern at 7 in the morning is bustling,
Wow. Okay.
and you can just see like
Uh,
rambunctious people like just standing out front, walking in and out, tumbling around. And you get a good look at the denizens of this city too, and they are not savory looking people. A lot of the people here look like they're rough and tumble, unsavory sorts.
Hmm. All right. All
You,
right.
see, you openly see somebody get mugged as they come out of the tavern. They just get like punched in the side of the head. Their coin purse is taken, and somebody just sprints off, and a couple other people also sprint off.
Jesus.
Like, it's a bad city.
It's fucking rowdy. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And a, and a,
It's
near,
rowdy
and a,
city.
and a nearby guard looks over and just doesn't do anything.
Christ.
And then, actually,
Right.
from this angle, in the distance, up on the cliffs that overlook the reef, you can see an opulent, elegant manor. Just out of the entire city, it's the most well-maintained and well-kept building.
Cool. So, perceiving all of this,
Yeah.
Grin is going to descend back to Vonkar.
Yep.
And then, with minor illusion, visually project that at like a, like,
Like an isometric.
yeah, divided by 10 scale,
Okay.
like
Cool.
model of what he could perceive. Obviously, it's not going to be complete, but
Sure.
you can. I'm not assuming that there wouldn't be a role. It like what I'm trying to do
Nah,
is
it's
kind
fine.
of complex. Okay, so yeah, Grin does a full like survey, comes back down to Vonkar and be like,
So Vonkar, it's hard to kind of explain what I just saw, but maybe this will help.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. So can Vonkar like basically take like for the map he's making, have like a separate sheet of paper where he puts like markers on where you can like line them up on top of each other, and then just like do just a little bit of a map of like what Grin showed him on top of this part of the sewer.
Yeah.
"That's
Yeah,
so
okay.
cool. That's so fucking cool."
So yeah, he'll be able to just like layer them on top of each other and compare.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
So gradually, so this will be piecing together like chunks of the city, and then that'll also mean we have like landmarks and stuff where we can kind of find them and use the sewer as reference.
All right. Cool.
Vonkar is just like, yeah, just cartographer things. Thing. Just cartographer things.
Mm-hmm.
And then then there's the other tunnel that was opposite the one you entered from in this chamber.
All right, Vonkar, Torger,
Mhm.
you guys good to explore a little bit deeper? We might find another one of those things that we encountered before. Are you guys cool?
I will put my axes in its heads.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's go further.
Okay. You go down the opposite tunnel, and after about 20-30 feet, you come to a greasy blockage that takes up the whole just width of the tunnel. It's like pale gray and white and just slick.
So, Grin has been at odds with Antyr, but he has also noticed some positives with Antyr, in that, like, his inquisitive nature, which Grin actually enjoys. That's one of the things that he really likes about Antyr, is his inquisitive nature. So,
Oh, it's called a
Grin's
fatberg. My apologies. Continue.
Grin
Their
would
inquisitive
like
nature?
to... Yeah, Grin would like to collect a sample for Antyr of the walled specimens that are like
Yeah,
gooshing.
sure. So a fatberg is a rock-like massive waste matter in a sewer formed by a combination of flushed non-biodegradable solids and fat. So that's what it is. Just so
Great.
you can get a sample of it. It's
Mhm.
it smells just awful, and it's got there's like chemicals in there you don't recognize. There's like little split specks of like a purple, vibrant, astringent chemical in there.
I'm pretty sure Antyr will like this. Right, Vonkar?
Reasonable, yeah.
The purple one smells highly volatile.
So you're saying like Grin would know that it's volatile?
It smells like it's bad. Like, it just smells like a chemical that you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a little vial and give it to Antyr.
Okay. You like just cut away all the like fat and get to like the purple like kind of slick oil like substance that's like seeping through this thing. It looks
Yeah.
like runoff that's coming out of like smaller pipes that's kind of seeping into this thing.
Okay. So it's like a kind not per... Would you say it appears to have the function of a heart or no?
No.
Okay. It's just like a unique thing.
Yeah, just a
Not
massive
like not a part of a system,
No,
so
no.
to speak. Okay.
just a massive
Yeah.
thing that's like accumulated in the sewer, and this purple stuff that's coming out of like runoff pipes has kind of seeped into this mass, and Made it smell highly caustic and volatile, this huge mass.
Yeah, Grin's totally gonna
Cool.
collect the sample,
I will
put
need,
it
as
in a
you,
vial, and go. Kaboom.
as you cut into it,
Ah.
the chemical seems agitated even by the slightest movement. Like, it starts to, like, light up a little bit and, like, vibrate intensely. I will need a dexterity saving throw. Actually, this will be sleight of hand. Just see if you have.
Oh, I actually did pretty well.
Okay, cool.
25.
The substance looks like it's about to explode due to just by the slightest touch to it. But you are able to get a little bit of it off and put it in a vial. So you have a vial of highly explosive material.
Vonkar,
Yeah.
I think this is really dangerous.
Seems
Actually,
very dangerous.
Grin, give me a history check, because Papa might have told you about what this might be.
Okay. I have a +0, 12.
12.
So better than what I
Papa,
over 50%.
Papa probably told you a lot about this stuff because it's chaotic and fun. He told you about a substance him and his allies came across while they were pirating that they used to blow up a ship, and it's called acrid. It's an illegal substance. It was made illegal, vastly. So someone is producing it in the city, and it is coming out of those pipes,
Oh, fun.
and it's forming. It's like mixing in with the sewer gunk and creating just a massive mass in the sewer, but you have a tiny little vial of acrid, which you can find in the rules. You can add that to your equipment. Homebrew item called acrid.
Vonkar,
Every campaign, Justin's gonna give us a little.
It's fun.
It is.
You guys
Yeah.
annihilated a ship with it, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Vonkar.
Yeah.
I just found something that I wanted Papa had talked about.
Yeah, what is it?
It's really explosive.
Ooh. That sounds both useful and dangerous.
Yeah,
Very,
it's bad.
Oh, we should,
very.
Careful with
I'll
that.
post it in the group chat for everyone to take a gander at, because
Alright.
I think Lex might not be familiar with acrid, but I finally made an item for it on D&D Beyond.
Oh,
You
nice.
can add to your. Basically, the vial version, it's if it's thrown, it's so agitative when it's thrown it explodes. It can be thrown up to 20 feet away, and it
Mhm.
explodes in a 60-foot radius sphere.
It can only be thrown 20 feet away, but explodes in a 60-foot radius sphere. So
So
take that into how you will.
and also you could also detonate in other ways. Like I said, highly volatile. Explodes in a 60-foot radius sphere of vaporizing flame. Any creatures caught in this radius must succeed in a DC 15 Dex save, taking 15d6 fire damage, or have as much on a success. Creatures and objects caught in the radius are also caught on the fire by the acrid as it sticks to their body and burns, because it is very much like a it's gel. It doesn't just come off.
It's
um,
napalm.
Yeah. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. If this damage kills a creature, that's the explosive damage. Their body and any equipment, including magic items, artifacts are the exception. Their carrying is vaporized. Structures and objects destroyed by this damage are also vaporized. Acrid's destructive potential increases the more of it is detonated at once. For every source of acrid that is within the radius of an explosion of acrid, the new sources of acrid are added up to the total damage and radius, up to a maximum of 300 d6 fire damage and a total radius of 3 miles. And the average roll for 300 d6, 1050. Yeah. So that's acrid. It's super dangerous. It cannot be put out with water. It can only be put out by scraping the substance off a creature or surface with an action. Attempting to do so deals 2d6 fire damage to the creature attempting to remove it. So it just doesn't come off. You have to use like physical force to get it off of somebody. Water doesn't put acrid fires out either, so it's bad. It's also what was used to destroy underneath. It was also placed throughout the sewers under Anundial City at one point. But yeah, acrid. You have a little vial of it. 15d6 fire damage.
So yeah, Vonkar, we got some stuff that's pretty dangerous. Papa told me about it and through stories. And listen, I'm gonna summarize it real quick.
And he just
Yeah.
explains what it is.
Explains Acrid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vonkar.
Well.
After the explanation, it might be familiar to Vonkar too, because you've been around for a hot minute.
it might be one of those things like that sounds familiar.
You may have heard a story of a bunch of pirates blowing up a ship with it. And
Well, actually, when did that happen?
42 years
Nope.
ago. Okay.
Nope.
But you know, you got the
When-
gist of what it is.
Whereabout was Acrid invented? How far back was Acrid invented?
No one knows.
Okay, but it's like longer than
It's
like, hundreds
old.
of years.
It's old. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, he might remember it then. He
People
might have
believe
some-
it's been like people theorize it's been made of dragon's blood and other chemicals kind of just mixed together to create this volatile substance. No one really knows, but people do know how. Some people know how to make it, as evident here, as it is running off sewer pipes into this
Mhm.
Fatberg, as it is called.
So, I mean, Papa talked about this stuff, but definitely didn't mention it being in sewers.
Yeah, that's weird.
What's going on? I mean, like, why would it be in the sewers? That seems really dangerous.
It very much does, yes. Well, and like, how far away are we from the last like above ground landmark Vonkar checked?
Like 50 feet.
Okay, so Vonkar could kind of like extrapolate based
Yeah,
on that.
and you kind of come to
if we-
sewer blockage.
Yeah, if we could find out where that last place was, we could find out. I could, because we can see the pipe where it's coming from, right?
Yeah, it's like kind of coming out of the wall a little bit.
Okay, so Vonkar will mark that like on the map so that like if we go above ground right here, we could just like.
It looks like from here it leads to the. Like just the way the pipe is sticking out of the wall, it would be at this point pointing to the west.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would be able to like kind of start like have a general area to search.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just mark that down for later, and then. Well, do we want to try and get past this, or what?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. But I'm a little nervous because, like, you know, the acrid is.
Yeah, there's a lot of acrid. There's a lot of acrid infused into this.
Because if
mass.
were there any like sharp actions, like, for instance, if I swing my sword at this thing, it might explode.
Well, that's very true.
There is a lot of acrid in it, but you just don't know how much.
Yeah. I mean, and we could pray if it explodes, it would certainly clear the blockage, but it also might clear the city block.
Yeah.
And
Just like
yeah,
That's not good.
I will say if this Fatberg detonates full of acrid, it would instantly kill the three of you, and probably a good portion of the city. Not a good. I'll say it's roughly like a couple barrels worth in there. So that would be like, we'll say it's like 2 barrels worth of acrid in there.
God.
So that would be a 600-foot radius of vaporizing flame. 2 barrels would be 180 d6.
Oof.
Because 1 barrel is 90 d6.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to get far enough away.
No, it'd be
far enough away to blow it up.
yeah.
Like close enough to blow it up, but far enough away that we're outside the.
And yeah,
flame.
600-foot radius is a lot, and
Yeah.
it'd be 180 d6 of fire damage.
Yeah, we're not surviving that.
Just
Okay.
It's basically acrid is just dragon fire from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Papa said this stuff is really bad. So, Vonkar, I don't know what we can do here.
I guess we just have to find another way around. I can try and navigate us back so we can find our way to, hopefully something loops around over there. But
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that sounds good.
Ooh, interesting.
Let's do that. Let's do
Torger-
that.
Torture's gonna put a hand on it and cast Reduce.
Ooh.
wait, can he?
Yeah, you can cast Reduce on an object too. Oh
Yeah, but
wait,
no, we
never
can't.
mind. That's right.
Yeah.
Warrior Magic's yourself only.
Yep.
Never mind. That doesn't
It
happen.
would be so cool if it was the other way around, but no.
you got me looking at my spells though. That's nice.
Meanwhile,
My spells work.
yeah, we got the group in the brothel latrines essentially. Antyr has just been splashed, has prestidigitated themselves, and you're looking up to about 8 toilets.
So
Does
I
one
have some
le-
wood carver's
Oh.
tools. I have an idea.
Okay.
Could I try to carve? So you know how when you carve a pumpkin, you cut the top off at an angle so it
Yeah.
will sit without falling into the pumpkin?
Yeah.
I want to do that, but with these holes and a saw.
So when people sit and then they.
They fall.
No, so that we can put it back and
Oh,
the wood
you
should sit back.
Oh. You and Lionel could get through the holes easily.
Yeah, but Antyr,
So.
I'm gonna be kind in this moment and
Oh.
give Antyr a way out of
Yeah,
here.
you could probably do that. It would,
I have a way out. Back that way.
yeah, you
How tall are these?
could 15 feet.
Okay. Is there one that appears less? Not the out of what Andrew's been cleaning out of the remaining. Does one appear less used?
No.
Okay. Gross.
Could I? So you said I could fit through one of these holes.
Yeah, you
right?
and Lionel easily could fit through the holes, but
Okay, and it's about 15 feet up.
yeah, but they are latrine holes, so they are not the cleanest.
Well,
Well, the upside,
Because-
the upper side is probably cleaned. The lower side,
Mhm.
no one can really get down here to wipe that off. And,
yeah, that's fair. I want to try to climb up on Antyr, on
Okay.
Antyr's shoulder, and just hop up, grab a hole, and pull myself through.
yeah, easily done because your rabbit
Yeah.
feet that you have.
Yeah.
Just pull
Is
yourself
anyone
through
in
the
here?
Yeah, good question. As soon as you do that, someone opens the door.
Occupied.
Why were
I'm
you?
having very, very dangerous bowel movements, and I need complete privacy, or else I will ruin
I'm
this
so
whole bathroom.
sorry. Did you fall through? Oh, and they just
Um.
step back and they pull the door closed.
Thank you for your concern, and I'm gonna go and bar the door with any piece of anything I can find.
No, you have something on your person that you can bar the door with. You can't just find something in the stall.
Okay,
Toilet
what
paper.
kind of handle does this door have?
Probably just like a fucking little metal handle.
Handle,
pole.
and it opens inward.
Yes,
Okay, that's not gonna help me.
and there's like a little bolt on the inside you can use to lock it.
Oh, I'm gonna deadbolt it then. I'm gonna
Okay, cool.
engage the deadbolt.
The mage hand is gonna grab Lionel out of the bag and
Oh!
pull him up, and right through the hole.
To a different toilet.
No, in the same one
Okay.
that Hopper.
So
just
Hopper,
went through.
Hopper, as you're sitting on the toilet,
Mhm.
you feel like a
I'm gonna scurry off.
Lionel gets pulled
No, I
through with the.
gotta.
All right, Lionel gets
I
pulled
got
through
off
with
to
the mage
deadbolt it.
hand. This is
All right, Antyr,
ridiculous.
give me like 5 minutes, and I will make the hole bigger for you.
It's fine. Antyr's gonna move. One to Hopper's right. Look up to the ceiling.
Oh, you look up and you see a fresh ass.
Antyr's like, oh, that's a nice. Oh, okay. Walking to the other side and.
Oh, is this like a full stall?
Yeah, they're stalls.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the whole bathroom.
No.
Antyr's gonna go to the left side of where Hopper just went through.
Yeah.
Look up.
It's clean for now.
Okay. Gonna look toward the ceiling and focus on that space, and the stars whoop, appear around them, and then they starlight step.
Okay. There is noise to you being conjured out of space.
Sure.
Someone in the next stall goes like, "Oh, sounds like someone's having a big one over there."
I had some very bad fish last night, and it is not settling well.
Oh yeah, the fish around these parts is terrible.
Oh, tell me about it, friends.
Antyr dusts himself off and just exits the stall.
All right.
Is the stall next to me empty? Or was
That's
that
where I
No.
just came out of. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the-
where I
Okay.
on one
yeah.
side it's the one Antyr just came out of, and then the opposite side is the person who just sat down.
Okay. I'm going to try to pick up Lionel
He's
and
not
try
talking.
to-
Lionel's not talking. He's just a lifeless teddy bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Lionel, and kind of tuck him under my cloak until I can rejoin with Antyr.
Okay.
Go to the sink, start washing my hands.
Okay. The sinks aren't great. It's just tubs, like wooden tubs. Put your hands in.
I mean, it's better than the sewer we were
yeah,
just in.
but these
so-
are used by multiple people, so like, it's not the
I mean-
cleanest tubs of water.
Antyr's gonna put their hands into the water, and it's gonna precipitate the water around their hands to be clean. So they immediately boop, and then pull their hands out. So it's like that momentary hands just enough to get clean, and then pull them out.
All right. Yeah. The bathroom is cramped and dingy.
Mhm.
There's like a weird powder on some of the like surfaces. It's like a multicolored powder that's on various surfaces.
Little vial.
Hey, it's mine. Someone like walks up to you and just like
What
bumps into
What
you.
is this?
You feel something sharp poke you in the back.
You
That's
do not want to fuck with
mine.
me.
Antyr, put it down.
It's mine,
Put
you
it
little fucker.
down.
I'm gonna eat you and shit you out through that toilet back there. You feel the blade just poke into you a little bit, and you take 1 piercing damage.
You got stabbed.
Get out.
Oh,
You don't
Resolve.
mess with-
You
You
turn.
don't
Do you
mess
turn
with
around?
the
They're like in your they're pointing in your like lower back.
Antyr is wordlessly as they turn. They're gonna do a psychic jolt on this individual.
Okay.
So, and it's no
and
words.
Antyr thought I was the one who was gonna fly off the handle.
No words. No words. It's just you, Hopper. What you see a slow turn, and Antyr's eyes cut to this person, and it's a DC 16 intelligence.
That's a
save.
2.
Okay, they take. I rolled 2 ones, so I rolled pretty shit. 2 psychic damage.
They stumble backwards. Blood kind of pouring out of their nose. They're like, "All right." So it's on then.
Okay, sure.
And they're gonna rush you
Fucking
and go to
hell.
stab you in the stomach.
Oh.
Can I try to block it?
That's a 2 to hit though.
Okay.
Antyr sidesteps, has been learning a bit, sidesteps the flourish of
This
the.
this person stumbles and like cracks their head off the wall, splits their head open a little bit, blood trickling down. Now that you get a good look at them, they're like a 6.5 foot tall, kind of barrel chested, pot bellied orc. Just wearing like the dingiest like sailor clothes essentially. And they're holding a knife that is literally just made from like a bottle that they broke like a long time ago and just turned into a shiv.
So it's just sharpened glass.
Yeah, but
at
like
this point?
cracked it into like a knife.
Okay. Could I try to disarm him while he's stumbling?
Yeah, making it. I do have those rules saved. Make me. Make me an attack roll. It's contested by the target's strength or athletics or acrobatics. So attack roll against their acrobatics or athletics.
Beyond or Justin,
You need to beat
the
a-
way you described the bottle.
Is it
was-
like an unarmed attack?
Depending how you're doing it. Are you using your sword to do it? Are you using your arm, like a fist, to do it? It depends.
I kind of want to, like, as Antyr is dodging out of the way,
Yeah.
or he's like coming at Antyr, I kind of want to duck under his arm and like twist his wrist so that he loses
Okay,
it
cool.
while he's stumbling.
So unarmed strike, you need to beat a natural 20 for a flat 20.
Silvery barbs on that nat 20.
Unfortunately, is that a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, so Silvery Barbs is reroll?
Yep.
Okay.
Advantage to me.
So that's going to be a 12 instead. So you need to beat a 12 with your unarmed strike. That
With
that
advantage.
was going to be... That was just a crit on a check, not an attack. But yeah. So 12.
Oh.
They
That's a
drop...
dirty 20.
They drop the shiv and it just kind of hits and spins on the floor. Oh, this is unfair. There's two of you and one of me. And you hear a voice. Technically, there's 3. Ass face.
Antyr's
Ass
Antyr's
face.
the The hidden away into the boot, Antyr lifts up, and it's a familiar ornate dagger that they took off Brace's body.
Oh yeah.
And is going to come around to hit this individual. As they're distracted, the Civ flies. He looks up. Lionel's voice bellows from Hopper. Antyr's gonna just try to use the pommel just square into the side of the head.
Make an attack roll.
Damn.
Oh, wow, really good. 21.
Wow.
That hits. Roll damage.
Max damage.
All this because Antyr wanted some drugs.
6 damage. They took 2 from the psychic jolt. Let me pull this up. You going non-lethal or lethal with this? Just out of curiosity.
That's gonna be non-lethal.
Okay. They had 2 hit points remaining.
Mhm.
Because commoners, and you whack in the side of the temple with the dagger, and they just drop like a fucking sack of bread, just like a sack of potatoes, just hit the floor hard. They crack their head off the fucking floor, and they're just out cold. And you hear the person in the
Antyr's
stall
going to-
goes, "Ha!"
Antyr's gonna hop help me and open up the stall that they came through and haul the person up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um,
We're gonna weekend at Bernie's this dude.
Justin, yeah.
He's not dead. He's just knocked out, fucking
Yeah.
cold.
Antyr is going to slowly drag their fingers across, like to adjust their face.
Oh.
And something is going to.
Are you doing what I
something
think you're
happen.
doing? Oh, okay. Oh shit. Oh.
While Antyr's doing that, I'm gonna grab some of this powder and try to like get it on my fingers and
Hopper
then wipe it
just
on their
fixes
face.
Wipe it on their
No,
face?
I'm gonna make it look like they OD'd.
Okay. It looks like
Oh,
the
shit.
crystals you saw in the City of Embers, but like turned into like a powdered substance.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold
Can
on.
I cast no?
You know,
Wait till
you
have
got a feeling you know what it is. It's the crystals you saw in the mines that have been turned into a powder.
There is some with it in a vial though.
God, what are you fucking trying to do
Okay.
again, Antyr? I can't.
I need them to roll a Constitution
Yeah,
saving
I
throw.
know, but I can't find. Ah, here it is.
The fuck. Damn.
Okay.
Antyr's out for blood here.
Okay.
God damn.
This is fun. That's a 9.
Okay, it's a fail.
Oh, there go all my dice.
Okay.
That was so many dice that just fell out of my dice tray. You can
I'll,
roll me that privately.
it.
Roll me that
Okay.
privately.
Roll it to the DM. There you go.
DM, how did the dice roll for you?
Was this a good dice roll?
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh no.
Oh, there we
I rolled
go.
to the-
There
yeah,
we
there we
go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eyes.
So, Antyr, the number you get is 140. So keep track of that somewhere. Hopper, as you're wiping this substance on this person's face, you watch as Antyr kind of wipes their finger along their face, neck, or whatever. And this figure tenses like they're in immense agony, and their body rapidly turns into a husk. Antyr,
What's this does?
in your head,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a voice say, "Finally." And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
What?
The fuck?
That dude,
Antyr, what did you do?
yeah, the orc got knocked unconscious, and then they just turn into a fucking, like, husk. Like, they rapidly aged.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
All you saw was
You
Antyr
fucking
turn
did something.
yeah, you
turn
really,
their head to make it look like they
Yeah.
were propped up.
you didn't really see anything happen. Their
Yeah,
head-
I was
and they
busy
just
making
kinda-
this guy look like he was doing drugs in the toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe the drugs have a really bad adverse effect to you.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, they give him
Yeah.
diarrhea
Don't
and
do
it just
drugs
like
or you'll
dried
turn
him out.
into a husk
Yeah.
person.
You know,
as soon as, like,
Diarrhea
as soon
will
as Hopper sees
dry
this
you out.
husk appear, he's like wiping off his hand, going back to the sink, cleaning it off as fast as he can.
I'm also
He has an
sending you
intelligence
something
of 19, but that
else.
was too coincidental.
Do with that as you will.
Oh my god. Justin, this session was.
So good.
I mean, I know we haven't like closed it out or anything yet, but this session has been all of the chaotic good that I want in my life. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Very good. Felt very good about this one.
And mark off the use of that, Antyr.
Will do.
And that's where we're going to end it for the week. One group down in the sewers finding explosives. The other group...
The other is successful.
The other group breaking into the brothel and getting attacked by a guy who was doing drugs, perhaps. And then
Yeah.
stuff happened.
Eh.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been the same day in game for 3 sessions now. We'll see
Woo.
how this
Wow.
goes. It's only, you guys have known each other for 13 days.
We still have a lot more to do
That's
for this day.
still.
too.
I
Hey,
feel
we-
like we've had more than 13
No.
long
We
rests.
just
Really?
woke up at the start of this session. We woke up, fought a bastard, and then had a short rest, and then
Yeah.
we're like, you know what? Let's fuck up some more shit.
Yep.
And kept going.
Let's
And
fuck around and find out. Why not?
exactly.
I've been keeping track of every single day on the group document.
Yeah. We cut a lot of
Crazy to me.
time. We cut a lot of anticipated time out because we took a shortcut with the dragonfly.
And
ship.
the traveling in the wagon took up a decent amount of time too. So, yeah. Good night, everybody. What the fuck? Free drugs.
What the fuck?
What
Uh,
up?
What the
But yeah,
fuck?
you get a sense that maybe people getting murdered in this city isn't an uncommon occurrence, based on what Grin saw
Yeah.
and based on what just happened in the brothel bathroom. So
The hell is going
dude
on?
trying
in
to
this
stab
place?
you.
I saved Antyr's life. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's amazing that there
They
are.
were about to get shit.
You know what? It's amazing that there are any children at all in this city, and even more amazing that some of them are actually surviving in the sewers.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for playing. Not sure if we'll be here next Wednesday because I believe it's American Thanksgiving next week.
Yeah,
at some
yeah.
The
point.
day before,
yes.
but yeah.
Yeah. A lot of traveling happening.
So I don't know
that
if
day.
people will be around or not, but just for probably
I probably will be. So if you want to do anything,
we'll do a solo session for Antyr next Wednesday.
Prequel.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be so
we
fun.
will. Oh, we definitely.
That's so fun.
We definitely will do a solo session for Antyr based on what just happened. So,
Nice.
tune in next week.
Ooh.
Tune in next week for that solo session. That should be fun.
I actually love the idea of like Antyr having like sessions where he like goes into his own consciousness regarding what just happened
is
in the
just
last
happened.
episode.
which is really fun. That means none of you can watch what happens next session.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I will know.
Yeah, there it is.
But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you all for playing. Hopefully, we'll have the full party back sometime soon. Just medical